Welcome back to the Bottom Line Podcast. Gabe over here streaming on the potato, but we still here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it really is. Damn, that's crazy.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
We back. Another day, another episode.
Yes, sir. Some great playoff basketball.
All right, where we starting? Should we start with the East or the West?
West.
We can start with the West. This is just ended.
Finish their game. Thunder are up 2-0. Going back to Indiana, Minnesota. How are you guys feeling about the series so far? What we've seen?
I mean,
Might not be wrong.
what did we say, Hassan? Before the series, we said we said a Thunder in 5, right? We said that.
Yeah, me and you.
I don't know if it's
Yes,
gonna
it's 6.
if it's gonna look like that. It might go to 4. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just, I mean, I was watching it more today. It just went to a certain point where the Thunder were having like a bad shooting night, and they were still like comfortably beating the Timberwolves. You know, SJ was getting anything he wanted. J-Dub was doing everything the whole 4. Even Shet was having a good game. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard, man. It's just one team is just better than the other, and it literally shows like that. It's like they're getting team diff. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I said I still think it's gonna go 5, but there's a good chance that this team might get swept. I feel like they're just better overall in every facet. Like you have your superstar talent, then you have your other all-star talent and defense behind them. Their defense is like the biggest thing to me. It's not even SGA's free throws. Their defense is like it's one of the best I've seen in a minute, and it dictates the game so much to the point where they get offense just from it, and that fuels the home court advantage that they have. But yeah, there's a chance that they might get swept. If they don't, I don't see the Thunder losing 2 games in a row, so it's probably gonna be done in 5. Like one.
Yeah, it's oh
Yeah.
man, I don't even know, bro. SGA after getting named MVP, I see it.
Yeah, I feel bad. Like, I was going for them in 6. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to revise that because I mean, I agree with Gabe. It's like they're similar teams in the sense that they're like really long and athletic and pretty tall. But yeah, it's also like they're the same in build wise, but it's like skill wise, OKC just kind of like blows them out the water, like position by position. And especially since they're much deeper too. So it's like they have 8, 9 people that could come in, 10 something, you know what I mean? That could come in and give you like decent minutes, like give you good defense. Like they can give people rest if they need it. Like if they get into foul trouble, like they can manage. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like they're just a better version. They're just a better team at the end of the day. So it's like as long as they can both play to the best ability, and OKC will win. You know what I mean?
This, you know what it shows to me. You know what it shows to me that that the Thunder went to Game 7 with the Nuggets, right? Like, and I'm watching these guys play, like the Timberwolves, who made a Western Conference Finals appearance last year. They're in the Western Conference this year. It just goes to show you that like the Thunder, like from people what they wanted to say around the internet, they were like, "Oh, this is premature. They're not ready." These guys are ready. Like as the second game of the series happened. Even last series, you knew they were like ready. They were like playoff ready, finals ready. So I think it's just like it's like a big punch to people's faces that didn't believe in them before. So it's like a wake up call.
Yeah, I actually think the Nuggets series kind of showcased how battle tested they were, or made them ready for this series, and that the Timberwolves really didn't have any struggles in the playoffs in the first 2 rounds because they're really good at exploiting weaknesses, like we said previous episode, and they did that really well to beat these teams within 5, whereas the Thunder were pushed to 7 games and they played the best player in the world. And right now you can kind of show like the type of tiers players are in, like how good Jokic really is because of how he's just easily dropping 40, 20 games against the Thunder and the best defense. And then also how he gets everybody involved, whereas Anthony Edwards has to he only can score and impact the game with his scoring and rebounding. But he can't really win you the game by himself at this level right now, in my opinion.
I think this is just a testament to the Thunder, though. I think like Ant is like near there, but I get what you're saying. Like right now, it's not going to be enough.
I don't think so.
You need people like Naz Reid. You need people like to play like above average, or you're just not going to win.
I feel like he's a tier below certain players when it matters most. Because once he meets his a real good team, it's always folding time,
But
He
he's
he
been.
gets a little up and down. Like, he'll have
Are
his
you
good
talking
games,
about?
but
Are
he'll
you
also
talking about
have whatever
Edwards?
games.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
But he's done. What you're describing, he's like. I feel like he's done against. I think you're saying really good team, like the Nuggets. He did it against the Nuggets last year.
Yeah, I mean,
You
the
know,
Nuggets this year were better than the Nuggets last year in the playoffs, at least. I don't know if
Well,
the Nuggets team was really elite last year.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
I'm the other way. I think it was better last year.
Nuggets, really?
Yeah,
Let me check
yeah.
the
The
stats.
Nuggets lost a few people in the offseason. Didn't
KCP.
really. Yeah, they lost KCP.
But
They lost
MPJ
Bruce
was
Brown.
playing. Yeah.
MPJ
No,
was
Bruce
playing
Brown
good
was
this
2 years
year,
ago.
but
Bruce Brown was 2 years
was that
ago.
2 years ago? Oh yeah,
Yeah, when
because
he
he
won
was
the
with the
chip
Pacers
too
last
last.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, but they were just like a much thinner team this year. So I'm like, I already said in the beginning I was lower on the Nuggets this year than I was last year. So,
Yeah, but
but
Aaron Gordon rose in the playoffs, and Jamal Murray showcased who he is in the playoffs too.
I guess
And I
maybe if you
felt,
just go playoffs only, but
yeah, I'm talking just strictly playoffs.
like going into it, I wasn't that high on the Nuggets. But then obviously, like Aaron Gordon started cooking. Obviously, Jokic did his thing. So,
Yeah.
but
To be fair, the Timberwolves were better last year than this year because Cat's obviously better than Randall.
yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah,
that the Wolves
yeah.
were better last year, but yeah, and I
But
mean, I agree with you. I think that they exploited the Lakers pretty easily. Like we have no big, and then
Warriors too.
the Warriors, yeah, like I mean, they're a smaller team, but yeah, like they still like made the most of that mismatch. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like, I don't think
I'm just saying, like,
they just can't do it against the Thunder. So I
elite
feel
teams.
like
Yeah, I feel like Anthony Edwards is at a superstar level, but you know how there's tiers to like certain levels of talent. Like I feel like a Nikola Jokic esque player helps teams. His talent helps teams win. Stephen Curry's like gravity helps teams win games. LeBron in the past, his
the
playmaking
what,
and his he's not doing it right now.
bro?
but
We
You
didn't
know
have no
what?
center.
You know
We're
what
not
tier
really
he's
about to
in?
get into
You
this.
know
We
what
didn't
tier
have a
he's
center.
in?
You know,
You know what tier he's in us? He's in the Jason Tatum tier. I think he just cracked it.
no, but Jason
Where
Tatum won the
Jason
chip.
Tatum's a
I don't know.
superstar, but he doesn't like carry his team, bro. He won the chip,
I'll be right back.
but
I'm
his
making
team is
myself
also
let me stop.
stacked.
But
In the
yeah,
what is?
I don't know. Maybe is that? I mean, it's a small like tier, I guess, of player because I feel like even with Luca's in that level of tier. If you give him a competent center, like it's a different level for Luca. If he
Bro,
has a center on his team that can ball out.
I want to hear what Bez thinks. Bez, what do you think about the Thunder and the Timberwolves series?
You talk about just like the series as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this Western Conference Finals, the Thunder versus Timberwolves?
I mean, I really just think the difference is the role players for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid shot 1 of 11 in game 1. DiVincenzo 3 of 14. They both shot 3 of 8 in game 2. That's just not going to cut it. The Thunder role players have just been better, I think, and that's really what it boils down to. Because, I mean, I think Anthony Edwards, it's going to go unnoticed, but he put up 32, 9, and 5, 0 turnovers today. He really wasn't the problem. He was giving it his all. I know the 3-point field goal wasn't the best efficiency, but I thought he was aggressive, took care of the ball, especially on a team that really doesn't have playmakers like that. And I just think it comes down to the role players. If J-Dub is going to be playing like he's playing, Alex Caruso, Lou Dort on the defensive side of the ball, like we talk about this in a bunch of series, especially this year in the playoffs, the role players are mattering more than ever. Like the star players, you can't just have a Giannis or a LeBron or a Luka and just expect to get by the series if your role players aren't stepping up. And like it's literally a game-to-game basis. Naz Reid playing 2 poor games, same with DiVincenzo, like that literally shows up in the box score and in the results of these games. So I think all it comes down to, I mean, Julius Randle had a horrible game today too. I'm not even going to bring that up because if he doesn't play well, they have no chance. But
Yeah.
Again, it just boils down to the role players for both teams.
Do you agree with the benching though of Julius Randle in the fourth? I'm a hard no on that concept.
I mean, I know Chris Finch said, let me see, I had the quote up here. He said, I wanted to try and see if I could spread the floor and get some quick decision making out there. And you know what? I don't know. I think you just leave him in because I think you risk doing more harm than good with that because you just risk shooting his confidence. And I don't think you were going to come back that game anyway. I mean, maybe you were because, you know, what the Pacers have been doing, you always have hope. And the game kind of did get close. I think they brought it to within 10 at one point in that fourth quarter. But I don't know. I think you just rely on the guy that's gotten you up to this point. Randall has been really, really good the rest of the playoffs. So I think you just trust him because what he's shown you up to this point.
Exactly. It's like a confidence thing. Like, even if your star player is not playing bad, there's no way you're going to bench Anthony Edwards in the fourth that whole game. If you're Chris Finch, there's no way, even last year, you're going to bench Karl Anthony Towns in that situation, you know? Like, you got to respect your star players and give them the utmost confidence, especially if you're playing on the road against a team that's only lost once in the playoffs at home. And it was off the Aaron Gordon, like, three-pointer. So this team virtually was undefeated at home and blew out, like, or has multiple 30-point wins at home as well. Like, you know, you're going into a tough position, so you should just play all your star players and make sure that he gets confidence going into the next game instead of losing some in this one.
I have a question.
I can understand at some points why you'd want to like bench somebody, but I just don't think this was the right moment.
Yeah, not in the fourth. Maybe
especially
something
not
like
for the whole quarter
minutes.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first 5 minutes maybe build some like momentum and then bring him back in or something like that. But benching the whole fourth is a storyline that's already gonna cause problems. In
Yeah,
the
it's like a
locker room.
Be a
statement.
narrative. It's gonna be a narrative.
Yeah.
Especially when you got guys like Nas Reed playing as poorly as he is. Like, it's not like there's a hot hand that you just want to keep in the game. Like,
Exactly.
you got to just put your best players out there.
I have a question. If you were a Timberwolves fan, do you see any hope in this, or it's just like it's cooked? Like the series is already over.
No, I mean, I definitely see hope in this because, I mean, first of all, you would like to take a game on the road, but they're the number one seed. They played at home really well this season. So you kind of already expected to lose both games away. I mean, obviously you don't expect to, but you know, you prepared for that. So I think they still have a chance. I think, again, it's going to come down to the role players, and role players tend to play better at home in the playoffs. So I do have faith that they can take game 3, and that's going to be important for them because I think that's going to really determine how the series goes. You're not coming back down 3-0, but even down 3-1, I mean, even just the fact that you're 2-1 in the series just gives you a confidence boost that, okay, we're still in it. You know, we still could compete with these guys. So I do think they have a chance, but the role players got to play better. It's just simple as that.
Yeah,
I agree.
to add on to Bez's point, like you're never gonna lose hope because you can just say that OKC did their job, won their 2 games at home. Now it's our turn to win at least 1 at home or 2 at home, and the series doesn't start until a road team wins. So they know that they have their confidence with Anthony Edwards dropping 30 today, and then just have to play better at home. The role players, so they still have a shot in the series. But OKC is just tough. Personally, as me, I don't think they have a shot, but as a Timberwolves fan, there's always going to be hope, especially going into game 3.
It's crazy because like man, like I would even like before the series started, I said, oh, they're gonna get a game, but like if the role players aren't gonna like Beth said, the DiVincenzo has another shit game, and like Nas Reed stinks it up again. You know what I'm saying? And you get another Randall disaster class. It's literally chopped. Like there's nothing Edwards could drop 50. And Gobert, like all these people are not gonna help. Like you're gonna lose. It doesn't even matter. Like it just sucks.
Like I said earlier, I don't think right now Anthony Edwards is a player that helps his players, like elevates other players on his team to play better. Like Nikola Jokic, who gets gravity towards him and gets other players going with the pick and roll. Jamal Murray gets going with his pick and roll. Then MPJ, if he's having a good game, you can get him wide open shots. Aaron Gordon get him wide open shots, and Stephen Curry too with his gravity and how. You see like Pajewski against the Lakers in the regular season dropping 21. That doesn't happen without the gravity of Stephen Curry, or us even winning a game 7 and Buddy Hield having 30 plus. It doesn't happen with the gravity of Stephen Curry. I feel like that level of gravity to help elevate your players isn't like an attribute Anthony Edwards has right now, and that's ultimately why he loses to these teams, in my opinion.
I disagree with that, honestly. I don't really agree with that because especially the team he's playing, the defenses that he's seeing, they're blitzing him, and the teammates aren't making them pay. It's like I've seen situations where he's making the right play, swinging the ball, kicking out of a double team, and these guys just can't make shots. Mike Conley is another guy who literally is useless on the court at times. If he's not giving you any type of playmaking or taking care of the ball, like he's a liability on defense. So I understand what you're saying in the fact of, okay, he's not the playmaker that a Jokic is or some of those guys, but I also don't think it's like on him, the fact that he has to do that. I think you got the player he is a two-way scoring machine that could also defend on the other side of the ball. I don't think you should expect him to be able to do everything. Like, again, teammates got to step up. It's a team game, especially now in the NBA being so tough. Like, you can only expect somebody to do so much. I don't think it's fair to not put him in that category with those guys because he just has a different skill set.
That's what I was going to say pretty much.
But even if you want to like say compare him to SGA, I feel like SGA even elevates his teammates by controlling the pace of the game and getting to the free throw line and giving them confidence the way he plays and how they built the offense around him to get baskets or to get easier shots.
I mean, I
feel
could
like
say the same thing about Anthony Edwards. He puts his team in good positions by being aggressive and attacking downhill. I feel like he did a good job of that today, regardless of the fact that it wasn't crazy efficient and the teammates didn't make shots. Like, his really stems from being aggressive, getting to the paint. Like, if you look at every time he drives, everyone's got to send like 2 bodies at him just because he could Euro step, sidestep somebody, get to the rim in 2 steps. So I think he just impacts it in a different way. And, you know, I don't know if they're going to have what it takes to win the series, like you said, but I don't think it's fair to penalize Anthony Edwards for that.
do you just think it's a skill difference within the teams and players?
Yeah, I think
There's a better
the team construction, yeah.
Skill difference, yeah, because SJ could do it and he can't. I mean, I guess, but like at the end of the day, it's like their teams. Like one guy's giving it to like people who aren't gonna like, you know, right now. Take like I can name names: Conley, DiVincenzo, Niles Reed. Those guys like getting passed out of the double teams. They're not hitting shots. Well, people like Caruso, freaking people like J-Dub, Chet, who are always ready, are hitting those shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
don't look at
home.
Shea as like some elite. Like, he's a good playmaker,
Yeah.
but I don't look at him as like he's an elite playmaker on the Jokic, Luka tier where he's literally
For sure.
setting his teammates up with incredible passes. He's doing like similar to what Anthony Edwards does, drawing the defense. You know,
He's really just
find the
shooting
open
guard,
man. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
advanced playmaking to the point where it's such a stark difference, in my opinion.
I feel like that level of his level of playmaking comes from his like elite pace. The elite pace and control of pace from him allows his teammates to grow and get the shots that they need to get. And that's his like elite factor in how he controls the game and why his team is better than what they already are without him.
I agree with that.
Listen.
I agree with the whole pace thing. I just don't think that it makes Anthony Edwards like, I don't want to say worse than him, but just like I don't think it's
Less of
a
a player?
knock on him that he doesn't have that part of his game because he does other stuff differently. You get me?
Yeah, but in my opinion, like what's Anthony Edwards elite at to help him like his team win games besides scoring? Because you know like scoring's not gonna win you a championship. You're gonna have to be better at other things than
I mean, I would say
Scoring
he's
has to be the
elite
best player.
vocal leader. I would say he's elite on borderline. I actually would say he's elite on the defensive side of the ball when he locks in. So I think he has multiple qualities attacking the rim. I don't think like Shea is good at drawing fouls and being crafty with it, but going downhill, like fast break, full head of steam, Anthony Edwards is better at that than damn near everybody in the league, especially with his athleticism. So again, it's just different. And I just think because of the team construction and the players they have around them and how they're playing, I really think that's the difference. I don't think that, you know, sure, I'll say Shea is better because he's an MVP, he's a better player, but I don't think that like Anthony Edwards is like significantly lower than him because of the lack of pace or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I don't think he's right now. He's at the level of where he needs to be to like will his team to a championship. And
So I don't know, 2 straight conference finals. I think he's pretty damn close.
The future looks
he's
good.
close,
Trust
but
me.
what's
The
what's the
future
next
looks
step?
good.
I
Try
think
and
the
break
next
through,
step,
but it's hard.
yeah,
It
he's
is
still
hard.
young,
It's
you
hard
know.
for everybody. Every year it's hard, especially
Well,
in
okay,
like
think
these
the
days.
best said he's young. SGA is like what, 26? He's what, 25? How old is he?
27.
27. And it's like 22. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, 23?
Yeah,
Anyway.
23.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
like wondering what's the next step for him to elevate his game to that like level of player of the Jokic's of the world, SGA's
Do
top
you
5.
think he needs to get another skill, or do you think he just needs help with his team at this point?
I mean, he definitely needs
bit
to
of
like
both.
refine his game, but I don't think he needs to add like, okay, he needs to become an elite playmaker. Like I definitely think
No,
little stuff
I agree.
like, you know, like you said, pace. I don't think he has to become SGA with the way he paces the game,
Yeah,
but just
right.
improve that a little. I don't think he has to make any type of like drastic, I got to change this up severely. It's just
His
slow,
decision
steady
making is good as
improvements.
well. I agree. I think his decision making is pretty good for what he is. It can get better, but I think he makes the right plays. Like today, he was making a lot of right plays, in my opinion.
Who, SGA?
Sometimes dudes weren't hitting. No, Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards.
Yeah, what's
And
it?
he was making a lot of right decisions, but she just wasn't going like the team's way. You know what I'm saying? But I think his decision making is good. I don't know, man. I really don't know what he could do. I mean,
Might be
at
the
one point, Hassan
defensive end,
says scoring.
like Best said. when
His
he walks
defensive
in,
end is like top tier, borderline top tier.
I don't know. You didn't even make the all. I mean, if it's top tier, it'd be an all defensive.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. But
Nah, I disagree with that also because
He does not need to
those
make
guys on
All-NBA.
all
He
defensive
does not need
teams
to
just
make All
get
NBA.
Well,
he'd
he
be
will
at the
make
level,
All-NBA.
Is my point. No, he's talking about
No,
All
he's-
NBA defensive team.
Well,
He
yeah,
doesn't
well,
need to
like I
make
was
All-NBA
saying, like
defensive
I was
team.
trying to say, those guys they get highlighted for their defense. Like you see the guys on the team, Tumani Kamara, Eamon Thompson,
Yeah.
like these are strictly defensive dudes, so they get the love that way.
But do you think he's at
The
that
All
tier?
NBA players, they're two-way guys on there. They just don't want to, some of the guys are so good both ways. They don't give him the defensive nod because they're like, oh, we'll put him on All NBA.
Yeah. But do you think he's at that tier of defender as All NBA players?
I think he's on that caliber. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him
Yeah.
like he's a good defender. He's good lateral movement, athletic,
I
can
think he's
stay in
great.
front of people.
I'd give him the word great. I'd give him great.
How many steals did he have today?
15.
This is tough to beat the team
30.
team specifically. But yeah,
It's
me
really
personally, I'm
tough.
just thinking about like
Not today.
what would be the next step for him to get to that elite top 5 level NBA player.
Average
MVP
33
caliber
points per
player.
game. Like, what do you want me to
Dude,
say?
I
just
think
a better
to
scorer?
get
Better
to that
playmaker.
top 5 level or whatever
Yeah,
you're
be a
saying,
better
he just has to
playmaker.
win a championship. I think the skill level is already there. I think it's just about the perception and like
So
the
is
way
it-
we
you
look
think-
at players. We crown we let as poor as Jason Tatum played in that playoff run. As soon as he won the finals, we gave him the respect he deserved. Even people were hating on him, but like people still were like, all right, he finally got a ring. Like that's the hump that he's getting over. And
But we
that's
never
literally
said
all
that-
I think it is. It's literally just winning a chip and the whole like narrative changes. It's just people buy into it now. Like that's all it
Say
is.
that.
I don't think we ever said that Jason Tatum was a top 5 player in the NBA
Yeah, not me.
like, after he won a chip.
No, Best said giving him the respect. Best said
Nah,
well,
he-
like,
he
he
I'm
deserves
said
it.
right
about
after he was
talking
not
about
the best player on the
talent.
team.
Like, when do you say he's at the Giannis, Luka?
Well,
Jokic?
I think we collectively said Tatum is right after those guys because
No,
he
I'm
got
talking
the
about
chip, but he's
ever.
not.
Nah, I say he's not even top 10.
Oh,
Like,
Are
when-
we talking
what-
about Tatum?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yeah, we're talking
like slide past what Omari just said.
Well,
But,
we had that argument like
I hear what he said.
couple weeks ago.
What?
Nah, Tatum's top 10.
After that, Tatum
Oh,
slide out the
Tatum-
top 10 because he played so
No,
high.
he's top 10. He got hurt, and he had like almost
Honestly,
40
before
points
that.
per game.
We had
SGA
that
better
conversation
than
before that.
people think, brother. He just won the MVP. I don't know what you're saying.
What do you mean? Who's people?
The media
No,
think he the best player in the league.
Gabe,
So who the
that was
fuck-
Gabe's burner. That was Gabe's burner.
That was you.
But,
Nah, SJ is nice.
No, but
bro.
I mean,
SJ
if
is-
you're talking about Giannis Jokic, then he has to win an MVP and a championship. Like, but it's like, what
I'm-
do we do
I'm
at
not
this
saying,
point? What
like-
are we doing? Like, we're comparing him to like I'm not.
Well-
And again, I'm saying, I guess you're posing a theoretical question at that point, but it's like I don't think we should. If he doesn't get to the Jokic or Giannis level, that's not disappointing for him either. Like, he's still a top 10
No,
player in the
for sure.
league.
But
100%.
I'm not talking from like an accolade standpoint. I'm talking about like, okay, well, if we had to hypothetically think, what's the next level for Anthony Edwards to be looked at that level of talent? What would it be for him to improve his game?
I
Is my
genuinely
point.
think it's straight accolades. Like if he won an MVP next year, putting up the same numbers, and they won the finals, I think they look at him as a top 5, borderline top 5 player.
if he won
like-
what an MVP,
Yeah, and the finals,
By
like
putting
they
up
look
the
at him
same
as a top
numbers?
5 player. Yeah,
By
same
putting-
numbers. Like
but
just
he wouldn't win with the same numbers though. He would have to change. He would have to.
Now Luka
He'd have
coming.
to average over 30.
He's averaging what 26,
Luka coming
27.
back.
That would not be. He cannot do that again.
Nah, I think
Like if
higher
he's gonna win
this year.
MVP.
Luka on
I'm
the
just
way.
saying theoretically, right? Like just
Yeah,
whatever.
theoretically.
Yes,
like, yeah.
yes, yeah. He wouldn't win with those numbers, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying the optics of it. Okay, whatever.
Mhm.
Even if he bumps his scoring up enough to win to 30, like it could very well be just more shots, like more opportunity, maybe just better efficiency. It doesn't necessarily mean that he like took a gigantic leap, and that's what I'm trying to make. I don't think he has to take some big leap. I think it's just minor improvements in his game, and then getting those accolades. Like maybe it's just being more consistent throughout the season. I don't know. I just think it takes time. He's only 22 years old. Like after you
Yeah.
start seeing it over and over again, that's when you start to, okay, this guy's different. I feel like the same way with Devin Booker. Like after time, do we just develop that respect for him? And I think that's going to be the same thing
he
with
became
Ant.
way more efficient. I feel like he got more comfortable in the league, and
But he never developed
still
like
can.
no new skill set. He never became an
Yeah.
elite defender or elite
Yeah,
rebounder. He just slight little improvements. And I just think that
Yeah,
Ant has to do
efficiency.
the same thing.
that's fair.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. I'm excited to see where he goes. I mean, I'm already talking like I already lost the playoffs. That's actually crazy, but like, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
man,
I
I'll get a
hope he's
lot of
gonna like,
respect if he pushes this far.
dude. If he makes it to 6, I'm giving mad props.
Down 2-0, yeah, I'd have to give him respect. But
'Cause,
I
dude,
feel
to
like
get to
Randall would
6
have to be the guy that like actually shows up for them.
What do you think about
Defend
Gobert's
yourself.
presence? Do you think it's actually voided? He should not even play or what?
Yeah, no, there's Gobert's cooked in this type of
I
series
don't want
because you
any
actually have bigs
Gobert
that can
minutes.
guard him, You have bigs that
It's
can
just
guard him on the
him.
number one defense in the NBA. So he's not going to really impact the game from an offensive standpoint, and defensively, like the guy you're guarding, or like they'll put him in a pick and roll with SGA, and every time SGA drives, it's a foul on him. He'll pump fake and he'll jump. Like
Literally.
it's just not good
They gotta-
offense.
they gotta-
Guys, he scored 7 points through 2 games and is shooting less than 40% for a
Yeah.
center. Like,
Like
It's
you already
over.
know who
It's so
Gobert
over.
is as a player. Like he
If
can
we
only
had
produce-
any
They gotta
center,
start Nas Reed. They gotta do some adjustments.
if we had one viable center,
no, Nas Reed is even worse.
Bro, we're
That's
not
the
winning
fucking.
dude. They
Nah,
We're
but
talking about
Gobert
chill.
is
I'm talking
set.
about
pick
these
and roll,
bums.
and you're just on an
Gobert
island.
over here
with
having
SGA.
fucking wilt games on us.
Just play Rob Dillingham at this point.
Literally.
Yeah, get some baskets off the bench.
some
Get some
Hassan.
highlights. Get some highlights.
Luca
Hassan.
Garza. We have a Luca at home.
Forgot about him. What is he? Joe Ingles.
I forgot
Get him
about
back
that.
in there.
He was scout team Luca, bruh. Y'all
Just put
remember
a
that?
5 PG line about there.
I forgot about that. There, at least JJ Redick was ready for the Joe Ingles game. What if they put him in there 5 threes? You never know.
Oh
Your
man.
We
This
can talk
is,
about the SGA foul baiting.
Yeah, we could
people on the
segue into the
internet
SJ
have
foul
been,
bait. Do you want to ask a question? Ask an opinion-based
I have
question.
a lot to say about this actually. So
We
Oh,
can,
me too.
like people on the internet have been talking about how SGA has been, I guess, killing the game of basketball recently, where he's foul baiting and getting other calls that other people aren't in the playoffs. He's leading the league in most playoff free throws attempted in the playoffs right now, and people are complaining about the type of calls that he's getting. I want to hear you guys' opinion on that, if he's hurting the NBA right now.
well,
as
let
a
me
I
start
think
off by
he's a
saying,
cancer to the NBA. No, I'm kidding.
product.
let me start off by saying you can't be blaming Shea. You got to blame the refs because if they don't make
Facts.
those calls, like he's not going to be fishing for them. I don't think with him, like the one thing I'll say about him, he doesn't stay to complain about a call. Like he does try to sell it and he flops, but I don't see him do the Luca thing where he literally takes a whole playoff to complain to the ref. You know, so
Bro.
I feel like people are being a little too harsh on him. And I said this on Twitter too. I know Gabe saw this. We literally had an MVP 2 years ago who was even more shameless with the
Word.
flops. I got some stats here for you, okay? These are the most free throw attempted by an MVP since 2000. Shea is number 12 on that list, only 8.8 a game. Some of the people above him. Joel Embiid at number 1 with 12 a game. So he's shooting damn near 4 more free throws than Shea.
I hate him being.
Shaquille O'Neal with the hacks, different, but 10 free
Yes.
throws a game. Russell Westbrook, also 10 free throws a game, but he just shot everything, so I get it. LeBron James twice,
He told the
Giannis,
league.
James Harden. We all know about James Harden's MVP season. He attempted more free throws than him. So I say all that to say that, yes, I get the frustration. It's not fun to watch at times, and especially when it's like, oh my God, he touched Shea's aura and they call a foul. But at the same time, there's been worse, more egregious foul baiters in NBA history. I feel like anytime any foul baiter gets any type of notoriety, we see the same thing with Jalen Brunson. He's not winning MVP, but like every time he does it, oh my
Worse.
God, it's just outrage.
Jalen
And
Brunson is
again,
actually worse, though. I'll say that.
I probably will say he's a little worse. But
For
again,
me,
at the end of the day, it's like, bro, people do this all the time, and it's just selective hate at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we got to stop it. And if you're going to direct hate on anybody, it's got to be the refs. Because I've seen moments in certain games where they don't give Luka the call or they don't give Jokic the call, and they just stop complaining and bitching about it. So I think if anyone's at fault, it's the ref. That's what I got to
Jokic
say
is
about
worse
the
too.
foul baiting.
I just want to
this.
say, like,
Stop this.
I just want to say, like, for me, I told this because we had a chat in our group chat with Devin about it. And it's just like, it's not even the volume for me, because I agree, like, the volume isn't that insane this year. But it's just like watching, it's just like the type of fouls. Like, so I agree with you, it's the ref's fault. Because, like, do you literally watch, like, and I was telling Hassan, this is what I was going to get into before we even started potting. And they were like, oh, let's save it for the pod. But it's just like, he gets marginal contact fouls. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Ticky-tack?
it's
The
bothersome.
aura.
Yeah, it's bothersome because, like, when you think about other people who just, you know what I mean? Like, and I brought up Braun for this reason because he's just, like, the most notable one. But it's just, like, so many people get touched, you know what I mean? So much to the point. And this is, like, if they were to get called, like, that same, like, marginal level of touch. Like, the one, he threw up a floater, like, at the end of this game. And he came down, and like the ball's already in the air, right? He comes down, and Rudy Gobert's just right here, like, ready to box out. and his elbow like touches him, and he falls to the floor, and it's like foul. And it's just like, bro, like it's just like, dude, like you literally like SGA floated into him, you know what I mean? And Rudy's there for the box out, and it's just they just call a foul, and it's just like, dude, how can you justify like
You know
how
what
can
else?
these refs even justify some of these calls? Because it's just like there's technically contact, but it's just like if you want to go between marginal and it affecting stuff, like so many of his calls seem very marginal. You know what I mean?
I think another thing I want to add to the Braun point you made, it's not even just different players that like don't get the same calls. It's literally within the same game where you'll see the
Literally,
Timberwolves,
yeah.
same contact, same play. They won't get it, but they'll give it to SGA. That's what I don't
Yeah.
like about it.
No, you
Yeah,
know what I
it's
think
just
it
like,
is?
bro.
Like, I think it's play style. Like the key thing is play style. He puts himself in a position to where the refs are made to make a like decision or a call, and the way that he plays the game, like he'll flop or he'll move a certain way where the ref is looking at
Over
to get that
exaggerate
call.
is the word you want
Whereas
to say.
Braun will like be more aggressive going into the rim, and you won't see that type of angle to the point where like it's a skill. If you get what I'm trying to say, to where
Acting
the way you play
skills.
basketball, you'll get that call.
Better get an Oscar.
Kobe Harden level. Kobe Harden level.
Like it's a foul, but he puts himself in that position for the refs. He puts pressure on the refs to make that call because of what they see and how he contorts his body to get that call. Whereas Braun will just be like brute force running fast as hell to the rim, and they won't give him that call.
Yeah, Braun just yells.
Yeah, but that's just
like
dumb.
he doesn't.
That's the game.
You know what I
It's
mean?
human
That's
error.
what I'm saying. We have to blame the refs because it's stupid. Like, regardless,
Yeah, it's
if
foul.
you're gonna call this little ass contact, and then you see a fucking freight train coming through and they smack him, trying to get the ball, and then you just don't call it because he's so big. Like, that's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? It's just like not really. You know, if you want to talk about accolades, you want to talk about stats and all that stuff, like it skews the game. And my biggest point that I've seen, I think somebody on Twitter is just like, once they start calling ticky tack ass fouls for SGA, you literally have to change how you defend them. You know what I mean? The same. It's not to the effect of the Harden. These, you know what I mean? But it's the same concept. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have to
Like,
change how you even play regular defense because they're
Yeah.
calling such marginal contact on SGA. You know what I mean? So I think that, and it will lead to him having more open shots than he normally would if they weren't calling them little shits. You know what I mean? So
his
it's
foul
just
baiting
kind
is
of
hard.
annoying, and it doesn't. I don't want to take anything away from SGA,
Mm.
but it makes it hard for me to like. I think he obviously is nice. He's a fucking in the NBA. He's the MVP. You know what I mean? He's an insane basketball player. But it's just like it makes it hard for me to want to root for him and enjoy watching him play. Like when that's what I'm seeing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can
The
agree
fact
with
is
the
foul
sentiment
baiting
that
is-
it's skilled, but it's just also like Omari said, it's just not fun to watch. You know,
Yeah.
because you got to respect the. Not everybody could do it because if they could, they'd be doing it.
They
And-
would, yeah.
Again, like with the refs, like I think the refs, Adam Silver just got to be like, yo, you either got to let them play, or if you're gonna call it, we're gonna have a fucking free throw off because it can't just be like when the Thunder are on the other end of the court, it's like you can't touch him. But the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards driving downhill, it don't,
Yeah,
you know, he
really
doesn't
getting
get the call.
haymakers.
Yeah, you're gonna get a different
I say
whistle
that
just
as well.
because of how they play the game of basketball. It's all play style. Like
It kind of
back to Amari's Harden point of like your arms behind your back. Like the foul baiting is totally different compared to how like James Harden does it. Like Harden, the reason they did it because Harden
Yeah,
will
because
like
I was
hook you.
hooking. Yeah, he's
But, like,
a hook demon.
Yeah,
He's a
SJ will
hook
if I
literally
had to
like
say,
trying to throw his body at you.
SGA
and
does it
turn
too,
away to
but
get
not
the
as
ball.
much.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
think
That's why.
SGA
That's why
does it-
Jaden McDaniels pushed him
SGA just does like
because
rag.
he was mad. He was mad that he was hooking
Yeah, he
his
does
arms.
ragdoll things. He'll like throw his body at you like in a certain way
Yeah.
to get the call. And
Nigga,
it's like
like-
slower pace
like-
helps you get that call. And then you're scared for a free throw, then he just gets a midi. Like it's hard. I think Denver
Yeah.
played him pretty well. He wasn't getting to the line a lot with Denver because of the zone that they played. They trapped him pretty well, so he wasn't getting his dribbles in. But the way that the Timberwolves are playing him, they're putting him 1-on-1, and like Gobert's set to help, and Gobert's getting put on an island just to get the foul call. You know,
Literally, as soon as they start calling those fouls, that's when you see they take like a step off. He drives, and that's literally an easy sidestep midi, like
exactly
100% of the time.
That's his game,
You know what I mean?
too.
If they're one step back, that's a sidestep midi every single time.
Yeah,
like-
facts.
If I'm the
Yes,
ref,
yeah.
if I want to send a message next, like the first agree, even
He's
if it's like
getting
an
2 free
obvious foul call, I'm not calling it and I'm staring him straight in the eyes. Like, you're not getting that today. Just so he knows, like, he can't be pulling that
Oh,
stuff,
God.
you know?
Yeah.
He averaged 2 free throws if I was
You
a
know-
fucking ref.
to be honest,
Nah, I ain't
this
saying
is
all
gonna
that,
sound weird because like I've always been like a thing, but I think there's no problem with what he's doing. To be honest, I think
I
it's
don't
totally
think
fine.
either.
I think it's fully
This guy's clip farming.
on the refs job. No, I'm not. I swear. I fully think like what he's doing is actually, first of all, very difficult because, like you said earlier, if it was easy, everyone would do it. That's first of all. Second of all, Hassan said this too. I'm gonna use Hassan's words. He puts his body and his position in front of where he needs to be for the refs. So that way, even if like let's say they don't call like 2 or 3 of them, he's doing it like 10, 15 times. That maybe they'll call 7 of them, like 8 of them. So he's gonna be at the line a lot of the times. So like, I don't know. You gotta play like the Nuggets, you gotta play zone, or you gotta kind of bump him out of those spots. But yeah, I think what he's doing is fully 100% normal. It's ethical hoops too. It's ethical. I think it's normal.
Well, I do like that he doesn't like complain as much as like Jalen Brunson or Luka, like if they're not getting a call or Jokic. So that's the ethical part of it. And also like I think foul baiting is a skill, so I commend foul baiting. But he's not even the worst at it. Joel Embiid was by far the worst foul baiter.
Horrible.
I saw a clip today from
like
the
a master
MVP
baiter.
season where Grant Williams, like he catches the ball at the perimeter. Grant Williams like puts his arm up like just to defend him on his thing, and he just falls down and they call a foul. Like he just trips over himself. I'm gonna see if I can find it, bro. It's just straight comedy.
See, the thing about Joel Embiid is like he's a 7-footer that plays like a guard. That's the thing. Like he'll foul bait like
He
a
looks
guard.
clumsy as hell.
Yeah,
He looks
exactly.
dumb as hell. Like when he does it, like
I hope
he
I
looks
look
even
like
dumber
this,
than SGA. At least SGA is small, but when this nigga does it, he just looks like a.
SJ doesn't look dumb.
And
SJ
back
doesn't
to
look
Bez's
dumb.
point about like the free throw attempts
he looks
made.
stupid,
I don't
dude.
even think SGA's leading free throw attempts made all time in like playoff history. I think
Nah,
Dwayne
definitely.
Wade had like 16 free throws a game in the finals.
Well, that's
And
when
they
that's
won,
before they
like,
patched the get him in the air and jumping him.
Yeah, like
nerf,
he's not even
they
the worst
nerfed
at it. People the past few days were treating him like he's the worst foul baiter ever. Like there's been so many worse.
He's not the
in
worst.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
You
for
gotta
me,
give
it's
him
Harden,
Dog, Embiid was
and then Wade
Embiid
before
was
they
literally
patched
right
him.
there 2 years ago.
No, Harden, Embiid, Wade before they patched him.
I think Embiid's number one. I think
Kobe is
Embiid's
low-key
the
up
worst.
there because Kobe was doing it. Kobe was doing it while
Kobe
Wade
was
was doing it too.
Kobe was
Why do you have Harden above Embiid?
Man,
Yeah, why do you have Harden?
they
above-
literally
I
had to
think
change the
Embiid's
rule
above
book for
Harden.
that. because
No,
of Harden.
Embiid's the most egregious one because he's 7
Nah.
feet tall. Like
Embiid's
Nah, but
so
I'm
bad,
like, dude,
bro.
they literally had to
That's
change
always-
the rules. Like we saw more egregious effects from James Harden's run of
Definitely
free
as a
throws
guard,
than we
I
did
don't
with
know.
like Joel Embiid is really bad, but it's just like Harden's was literally like league affecting.
Dog.
Like, it was like literally had to
Bro,
change the rules
Embiid
of the
was
league
doing that-
to stop this
Embiid
nigga
was
from
doing
doing
that
this.
stupid rip through. He was doing that
Yeah,
dumb
the
rip
rip-through
through
was
in
all
slow
Embiid.
motion. It pissed
I mean,
me off.
Yeah.
Embiid
Dog,
does it,
dog, he would
Embiid
do it
took
in like
to the next level.
half
But they
speed.
didn't nerf it. That nigga nerfed himself because he sucks. Like they literally had to come out with the patches. They had
dude,
to
I
come
just
out
I
with the
just
patches.
searched up
Nice
Embiid
nigga.
and I just found like 10 of the worst flops of all time. I'm gonna show y'all.
But also it's different. Like foul baiting, there's foul baiting and then there's flopping. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's both.
It's
Like JB, like he's one of the worst floppers. You know what I mean? Like
That's
Jalen
foul
Brunson.
baiting. They were trying to get a foul.
Yeah, but it's just like foul baiting. The difference, I guess, for me is like Harden hooking is like foul baiting because you're hooking for a shot.
Dude, he would fall down like this like every
Dude,
night.
he put his
You
form,
would
he bumps
fall.
him. He's like, oh my, he just
He
collapsed.
gave him that back shot. That's what he did.
Yeah,
If we look close. But-
he's clumsy
Dude,
with it.
Bez,
That's
there's
what
like
it's
20 of
called.
those clips. I promise.
Dude, I just
You know.
looked it up and I
Yeah,
I
some
see
niggas
them
are
in
just
front of me.
shameless, dude. I hate that. Like, I don't even call fouls
Yeah,
pickup.
okay.
Like,
See, that's shameless. James Harden is skill shameless.
nah, see, but that's what I'm saying. There's
Bro,
foul baiting.
guys.
There's foul baiting and there's
Guys.
flopping.
He is available to return
Guys,
to
you know,
action.
Like, this nigga's a
He did not
flopper.
get
Like,
anything
You know, they're
done back
protecting
there.
Embiid. He's like, he needs to
He
land
did
safely.
not
He has
get
to do that on
anything
purpose.
done
I
back
swear
there.
to
He did
God.
not
Let's slow it down, bro. Let's slow
They're
it
saying
down.
to land on his back.
get anything.
That's Miles McBride,
Like-
who's 6 feet tall, like 190 pounds.
Yeah, and he's like 300
270.
pounds.
Literally, dude. It's tragic.
Hey man, gotta do what you gotta do to get that bag.
Embiid has Call of Duty like mechanic, like the physics where he falls down. Just like-
Yeah, it is a skill. No center 7-footer can move like him besides Jokic. Jokic
no
will do
center
it.
footer should
But
ever do
Jokic
what he
will
did.
jump on your
No,
back. He'll notice
seeing-
that
I'm
it's
seeing
even
a-
bonus
dude-
and he'll just jump on your back to get free throws.
I'm seeing a foul here where Embiid puts his shoulder into Giannis and then flops on the like defensive foul that he committed. Like it's just ridiculous how bad some of this stuff.
Egregious. And he got the most free throws
He's
too.
100% the worst. He's the worst.
Yeah, he's the worst in my opinion.
But yeah,
That
that was
guy's
just my
a
whole
loser.
point
Loser.
with him. Like
That
people
guy's
were
a
like
loser. choker, too.
Special place.
overdoing the SGA hate. Like
The worst.
it's,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
he
it
does
was
it, but it's not as
They
bad
gotta
as
tone
we
it down.
Oh, yeah.
If Gabe
I saw
says you
that
gotta
the
tone it
viewership
down, you
was
gotta
pretty
tone it
low.
down.
Yeah, for me, in SJ's case, it's definitely the refs. So I'm not even gonna hate on SJ too much about it.
Yeah.
He's nice.
For
bro.
me, it's just like
He's
the refs
nice.
are just calling the craziest shit. Like they just have to know.
I saw SJ highlight reel. Damn, that guy's actually MVP, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
He was
That's
still
one
in the
highlight.
league in scoring.
Honestly,
without free
nigga,
throws.
I can watch fucking a 6-man highlight reel. He'll look like an MVP. Like watch a highlight reel. He'll
Payne
look like
Pritchard?
an MVP.
Payne Pritchard.
Yeah, I really watch Payne Pritchard's highlights right now, and he'll look like the MVP.
No, hold on.
I
We gotta
remember
watch
there's
this.
a
highlights.
We gotta watch
trend.
this. We gotta watch this quote from Jaden McDaniels.
Right
Can y'all
now.
hear it?
No.
Oh, let me share the right screen.
That was Embiid flopping again for the 8th time.
Yeah. Oops. All right, let me show y'all this.
I wanna be the very best.
On the flagrant with Shea, was there just a little frustration boiling over? Or how what kind of?
Nah, I just wanted to foul him for real. I wasn't even mad. I just had fouls to use.
I had fouls to use. That is
I
crazy.
just wanted to foul him, bro.
Nah,
He's
he
a
real.
menace.
He real for
He's
that
a
one.
menace.
Yeah, he is for that.
Nah, I'm a little. That he got like plus
That was
100 fans.
Bro, look at SJ.
plus
Bez,
10.
Bez, look
100
at SJ's
fans from
face.
Yeah, plus
He looks
100
so
fans from the
confused.
press conference right there.
on the flagrant.
He's like, what did I
No,
do?
at the end, right at the end.
He's like, what did I do?
Wait, I want to get a freeze frame. It's
On the-
not long. Yeah, it's not going to that. Dude, I saw the whole play. He was looking at the ref like,
Oh, is that a hook? Hassan, is that a
Yeah.
hook? Hassan, is that a hook? We
No,
caught him
he grabbed
red-handed.
his jersey.
Challenge.
he really got
Challenger.
shoved there though. Like that was a real
Yeah,
foul
he did.
play.
He fouled him beforehand too.
Yeah.
I respect it though. Make him feel you. Pause.
For real, especially when you're losing, don't got no energy.
That's what I say.
Push
That's
him.
what I
You
say when
gotta
I'm
you
down.
gotta really push him and show the ref. No, that's a foul, bro. That's what you gotta call.
That's what
He was
happens with me.
definitely
That's a 1v1.
Nah, you got to stay locked into those situations. Yeah,
All right.
the first game was like super low in viewership, I guess, for conference finals game.
He's gonna
Because of
get-
the fouls,
But
I
you see, he
guess.
was saying as a comment.
Nah, what do you put?
Which one?
What
What do you think he's gonna do? A Randall or McDaniels?
And Nas Reed.
McDaniels for I'm putting my money.
Joe
That'll be the
Ingles.
first shot he takes, right, Hassan? The first shot he makes.
Remember
Nikhil.
when McDaniels broke his wrist punching the wall?
Yeah,
Oh, that was so
my God.
bad. They could have been in
He's
the
a
Western
menace.
Conference Finals again, 3 years in a row.
NBA crash out is crazy.
Yeah,
I actually need Rudy to do it, bro, because he needs to get off the court anyway. So
very soft though. That's not in
He's
his
so
body.
bad.
You saw what Rudy got.
Remember
we saw
Kyle
Draymond
Anderson?
Green did
hey,
to
bro,
him.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if y'all seen that thing with his wife. Ant, he be
Oh.
learning from Ant, bro.
Yeah,
What did he do?
the leadership rubbing off on him.
What did he do?
He pulled the send a video.
Yeah,
Nah, he put his girl out and his kid who was pregnant. Well, no, wait, his girl's pregnant.
The way you said that is
put his-
crazy. You said he put him out.
My brain didn't process this.
he put his girl who's pregnant out and their kid.
Right
Said,
there
"Look,
when
put
took
him
him out
in the
back
rain
like
in the
Cole
cold.
Miller.
to him, it's
Is this the
Put him
first
in the
Rudy
cold to
W?
get out of here.
Is it the first
Just
Rudy
skip.
W?
Rudy W.
First Rudy
Clearly
is
not.
crazy.
This fool's been
Hell
ass,
no.
bro. You should get back with her,
Nigga
brother. He's been terrible
Oh,
ever
God.
since dumping her. Like,
Nigga
get
has
back with
inner
that bitch.
turmoil. Nigga got
Go
inner
get that. Go
turmoil.
get that
Yeah.
dad strength back, bro.
His kids out there in the range is like, please. No, it's fucked
Why-
up. No,
How are you that
fuck
bad after a 2020 game? I don't get it.
Yeah.
fluke,
Yeah,
nigga.
tell me about it.
You playing
Tell me
like
about it.
you think I could put up like at least 30 with no defender.
That's cap.
He was
By
guarded by
myself?
Austin Reeves, bro. Let's be real.
What you mean? Can't put up 30 by myself in the empty gym. Let's see.
Nah, he's right. It's
I think
cap.
he might as well be fucking, you know what I mean, against the Lakers at least.
Who?
Rudy.
What do you mean?
There was no one to guard him.
Oh, you're just saying that he was.
I would have guarded him. I would have guarded him. I would have
Yeah,
stopped him.
facts. Gabe would have done a better job than Jackson.
I would have
Hayes.
put him in his tracks. I would have put him in his shoes. He wouldn't even
Jackson
move.
Hayes didn't play. It was Austin Reeves.
I would have put him in a
Would've been,
cage.
like, we're pretty short, like, so if we're like this, right, and he's backing me down, you can low-key like grab his nuts a little bit, like.
Whoa! I did not think that's where it was going.
I regret
Yeah, let
starting
me-
this pod now.
Yeah, let me just headbutt it, right, Omari? Let me headbutt him too.
Nah, dude, that's better than what Jackson Hayes was doing.
What the hell?
True.
Eastern Conference.
Good segue.
No,
Good
we're
segue.
about to
Great
get to that
segue.
right now.
Continue,
Yeah.
King. Continue.
You want to wait? You want to put
One of the
put
greatest
Hussein's
game
comment
one
up too?
conference finals history. I was at the gym the other day, jumping up and down like a crazy man, watching.
You watched that game in the
That shit
gym,
was
bro?
crazy.
Yeah, I was on
Dude,
Hassan,
that's
were you
crazy
Nem
work.
hard? Hassan, were you Nem hard?
PTing, but yeah, Nemhart, that his flurry.
That's a
5 threes in the
generational
fourth
game.
quarter, bring him
That's
back,
a generational game.
bro. That reminded me of the Dame Denver game where it was a spiritual experience.
He
Austin
can't
Rivers
miss.
praying that he missed because he was making everything, bro.
Dog, Hassan. Let me talk. That one where I think he did like a one-step dribble and like he was contorted like this. Like you can't see me because I'm like pixelated.
Yeah.
But then he was like,
No, we
he
see.
double clutched in midair for the 3 was crazy. Dog, that shit was insane.
What the hell?
Top shot,
Do
for real.
you think he it was a waste for that celebration game one?
No, they won. They won.
Nah, he harder.
How
He
would
harder.
How would he
The
know?
fact that
Absolutely
he
not,
did it,
because
He had to do
It felt right. It felt right.
they actually choked the game, and like
Mhm.
there could be no moment like where he can do that again. Like, what if the other games are just aren't as close? You know,
Exactly. And plus, he
No,
thought it was
like,
a
it's-
3-2. It's a choke, and if it was a 3, it would have been like a perfect. It was right.
He
for
could
the
lose the
moment.
series, but he got his clip.
Look,
He clipped
man,
far.
results. Look, results is all that matters. Just like when PG said, "Oh, it's a bad shot," it's like, you know what I mean. As long as you make it, it's not a bad shot. So it's
Yeah.
like that nigga did the celly, and it ended up being a 2, and they go to OT. If they would have lost, people would be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they won. So
They
that's
won.
one of the hardest shits you ever seen. That's automatic. Like
That might
since
be-
they won the
guys,
game
guys.
anyway, that's one of the hardest things you ever seen. It's got to be.
Does that beat the Kawhi buzzer beater or no? I
No,
think it
no,
does. I don't
no.
know. I
hell
think-
no, bro.
No,
Kawhi hit that
no.
shit in a
That
game
That was
7.
Game seven. He's literally was he tied or was
the
he down?
ball
It was
bounced
tied. It was
so
to win
high.
the
It was
game.
tied, huh?
Anything could have happened, bro. The ball
Nah,
bounced so
Gabe,
high.
that
Anything
Kawhi
could have
shot
happened.
was different, bro. It was a game
And it was
seven.
way
No, no,
harder. He
no.
was drifting to his right, like
Yeah,
out of bounds.
the corner, out of bounds.
Okay,
Yeah, from the 3.
Halliburton ran to the 3 and faded.
Man,
They
you know,
have-
I
they-
do that. I do that myself.
He had 10 seconds
Dog,
to
that was
fucking do a
hard.
little
I do it
dance.
all the
Like
time.
it's,
Dog,
That's
that
my
was
favorite.
What's his
hard,
name,
bro. That was
Joel
hard.
Embiid was on. He had a 7-footer in your face, making that shot as Kawhi Leonard.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Kawhi traveled before he even
And
took the
that
shot,
shit,
so what are you
and that
talking
shit
about?
said,
That's why he's double dribbled.
that shit
No,
bounced
they
way
didn't-
more.
they hit him.
His went
Well,
up
they-
and then went down, which was crazy. But
But-
Kawhi's
but-
literally bounced on the rim like 8 times.
I think the
And then it was like-
harder.
the recency bias is crazy. Gabe is really like,
No.
This is
Dude,
Nah,
it
yeah,
could've-
yeah, no.
Hey,
Kawhi shot is still
it
better.
went to
but
the. You were up.
I just need to go crazy.
he's streaming from
Yeah,
Yeah,
Indiana.
he going
Just
too
lost
crazy
connection.
for his internet.
And his take
Yeah,
was
down
terrible.
here.
They made him lag.
Is my audio bad or is only the video?
Both.
Both.
Send a video. Oh, fuck.
When he started going crazy, it started getting choppy.
Yeah, when you started talking
Like,
that
he was turning
nonsense about how it's better than Kawhi's, it did not compute.
This nigga
I
Hussein
get mad
he
respect
said
for
Reggie
him.
lost the series. He did that, and we still talk about it.
Yeah,
I hate
so
Reggie.
sorry
Reggie
to
was-
you Knicks fans. I'm actually glad because they would have broken New York City if they ended up winning game 1. So I'm glad they got humbled a little bit.
Knicks fans are losers. All of them. They're the worst fan base of all time. Worse than Laker fans. Worse
That's
than anybody.
crazy.
Wow.
The shit they were doing,
saying to his face is crazy.
I'm rooting for
Not
the Pacers,
Hussein.
bro, because I do not like Knicks fans. I do not like the Knicks fans. The one good season finally. You guys want to act
I like
all out of
Timothy
character.
Chalamet.
Huh?
Yeah. That.
Dude, did you see what
That's
Omari
the worst
retweeted or sent us? That shit is
What?
insane.
What?
The Halliburton thing. What did you say? What did you
Which one? I was
the
dude, I've been
paper
sitting here
thing.
tweeting shit all day.
Oh, the
Oh.
paper one. The paper. Omari, that
Only
is
game one.
insane.
Well,
Alright,
it comes
let
in
me
more
see.
than
I
that.
gotta go back and find it.
Yeah, we
That's
got
what I
great
said- that's what I
photos
said,
from this
Hussein.
playoff run.
Was it in Twitter or was
Also-
it
I think it was Twitter.
I'm saying,
Oh,
even if
no.
it goes a game one,
Message.
like that type of choke job kind of dictates the series. Plus, like Indiana's a road team, get a game one on the road. The way Naismith was shooting and Nemhard was shooting in OT and fourth quarter, like that momentum will be built into game 2. And I feel like the confidence level is the sky high for the Pacers right now. And this is like their whole season, them coming back, them playing hard, coaching, Rick Carlisle like doing a great job coaching, rotations, pace. That's like the whole Indiana Pacers run this year. And
yeah, seen that. 15 is crazy.
but yeah, I think it's not a game one wasn't a killer, but I feel like Pacers definitely have that advantage.
Yo, Knicks better not forget they came back like multiple times against the Celtics. I don't hear them. Oh my god, a comeback! Y'all literally came back twice against the Celtics. Like,
Yeah, the one
on,
thing
like,
I will
multiple
say is that
comebacks.
I got pretty good confidence in the Knicks being able to win on the road because they won at TD Garden, they won in that Detroit series on the road. So if any team I think could get one back, it's the Knicks. But like you said, like this is just a tough game to lose. You're kind of starting behind the 8 ball. You got to win home court advantage back. You got to win the next game and then take one at Indiana. I still think the Knicks are a better team overall, but I don't know what's the Pacers. They just turned into the clutchest team down the stretch. I don't know what it is about them, but Aaron Nesmith,
sacrificed
insane
it.
game, generational game from Aaron Nesmith. I mean, what he had like 6 straight threes.
Yeah.
And I've always liked him. He's always been a good shooter, good defender, but it's just like everything's coming together for the Pacers. Like they have good players, but it's just like you don't expect these guys to be playing as well as they are. They all just are playoff risers. Aaron Nesmith, Tyrese, Andrew Nembhard. And as bad as Rick Carlisle was trying to sell the game at times, because there was quite times in the fourth quarter where I was like, yo, why is Thomas Bryant in the fucking game like fake flopping? I don't know if y'all saw that play, but he
he
faked
just
the
in there.
flop. It was just horrible. But they just ended up pulling it out somehow. I don't know. Just good defense. And I'll also say the Knicks, they kind of they're missing free throws really costing the game. If I recall, OG missed some, Cat missed a free
Just
throw.
said that.
Oh, he did. Okay, yeah. So, but I mean, like that's literally the difference in the game because you make the free throws, they don't even have a chance to hit that two to tie the game. So, it's kind of a sell on the Knicks part.
It was a great game. But Brunson had a great game too. Halliburton, they're going back and forth. That was a great game all around, going into the fourth too. They just sold it, bro.
Yeah,
Knicks had control through like 42 minutes. Like I was watching the game, they had I think 69-62 lead at halftime. They took control of the third quarter. It's just literally that fourth quarter, the Pacers turned into a different team. You got to be ready to play 48 minutes against them. You just can't you can't ever count them out because they could win with 1 minute on the clock. They're not going to stop playing hard.
What
They
the
won
heck?
game
Bro,
two.
he's more clutch.
If they win game two,
Up 17 with like 3 minutes, 4 minutes left, no less.
They were up
too.
9. They were up 9 with 50 seconds.
Yeah, 9
Nine
with
with
like
50
2
seconds.
minutes.
you got
Yeah.
another team we're playing against. That Milwaukee game that they won.
I'm saying, but the
The
Knicks
Cavs
like
game that they
defied
won,
all
like-
odds, even beating the Celtics. I don't get like what's going on here.
Yeah, or the
Like
Knicks.
they were destined to lose, but then they won. Like
Yeah, shoot, the Pacers. No one believed in them going into the series or into the
Bro,
playoffs.
I'm pretty sure I picked
Cavs.
against them every series so far.
Yeah,
here.
the Cavs. They really shouldn't have beat the Cavs. You know what I mean?
oh,
Like, on
the
paper.
Cavs was crazy. I'm like, there's no way you guys are winning. And oh my god, dude, everything I say is the opposite, boys. I'm telling you.
The team is legit. Like this
Yeah.
team is not going to be the
Watch.
same Celtics team that you played like previous round. This is a tougher team to beat.
Yeah.
If they win game two, the series is done. Like the Thunder, I don't think they'll lose 2 straight. It'll be 3-1 if they lose game 2.
Yeah, until I bet on them, until I bet the money line, then the Pacers lose by 30.
Do it.
Yeah, just wait till I bet on them. There you go.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
the
see,
Knicks
though.
will take game 2, though. I think you have to bounce back from a loss like that. You just have to.
But if you're the Pacers, you just say, "Oh, like they weren't doing anything to stop us in the fourth. We had control of the game. Just build momentum off of that." And
No, I
confidence.
disagree because I think if you're the Pacers, you kind of feel like you stole a game there because I don't know. I feel like I said, Miles Turner. I don't know what Rick Carlisle was doing playing Thomas Bryant over Miles Turner. There was a
Miles
lot of
Turner's
times I
soft.
felt like they got off out rebounded in that game. And I don't think the final stat line was indicative of that, but the way it just felt like they just couldn't get the rebounds with Mitchell Robinson and Cat down there. I mean, maybe Thibs. I don't know. I don't like some of his rotation sometimes. I feel like he'd be doing some of these subs, and sometimes it's smart, but I don't know. Maybe more informed Knicks fans could tell me what they think about that. But I think they are up the whole game. Like I said, like they had control 42 minutes. Like you just got to close the game out. I don't know what to say. Make your free throws. Cat got to hit some clutch shots at the end. Somebody, I feel like a big thing is like the Pacers. Nobody's scared of the moment. Like with the Knicks, it's like Brunson, Cat carry us home. Like we'll take open shots, but we ain't like we're not gonna play as aggressive as we did in the first 3 quarters. We want you to do the work.
Mikel's shaking in his boots, going to corner, trying not to touch that ball on the other side of the team. Man, like I don't know. I feel like back to your depth point though, I don't feel like they have enough depth to really have any variation in their subs. So Tibbs just puts out like certain lineups because he doesn't really play as the bench. Whereas the Pacers will play like Thomas Bryant in the fourth quarter. Obi Toppin, who came up huge in the fourth in OT.
Yeah.
He had a putback dunk. Should have been an and one.
Yeah.
So like I feel like the
For
Pacers'
real,
whole
they fouled the
strategy
shit out of
is
him.
let the series go long and play with like a very fast pace to tire out those star players and see what could happen. So Knicks losing game one is like a huge blow to them in this series. Long term.
Campaign plays every year in the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure I saw a stat that like Campaign like hasn't scored like this game was his first time scoring since round 1 or something.
Really?
Or like one of the games in the Pistons series. So
It's only good for dancing.
Do you think Brunson's gonna get burnt out or what?
No, I think he's too good of a player, but those minutes definitely weigh, especially if you're playing at a super high pace with Tyrese in them. Like, because I think they said on the broadcast that every Knicks starter plays 35 plus minutes, while every Indiana Pacers starter plays under 35 minutes. So as the series goes on and on, you're definitely gonna see that in terms of the type of runs that they get and how long term they are.
he said DeLon Wright. I'm pretty sure
in the league.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he checked in for 30 seconds, dude.
He's
I'm
still
not
in the
even joking.
league?
He played 30 seconds that game.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he didn't want to get like Brunson to get another foul or someone get another foul.
Yeah, they like subbed him into foul.
Well, they should have put up TJ Tucker for the culture.
Oh no! Actually, no. I was watching when they said that. The broadcast called him somebody else at first too.
Oh, Darrell Wright. They said he was.
Yeah,
Darrell
they called him Darrell Wright at first.
Fucking
Yeah,
Reggie
see, I
Miller.
remember. I literally had the same thought when that happened. I was like, this nigga's still in the league. Like, DeLon Wright, dude, that's crazy.
Dude, I was like, why? He was like, he didn't play all playoffs. Why the fuck is he checking in right
I
now?
hadn't seen him all year. I was like, I thought he was gone.
I need one PJ
Retired, man. Nah, that is crazy though. But no, the Pacers do like they play so together and they play so hard, and it's like when it comes to playoff basketball, like if you have a good like offensive system going, and you couple that with playing that hard and that having that level of like, it's like having like a bunch of TJ McConnells. You know what I mean? Like if everybody has that TJ McConnell energy on offense and defense, it's kind of like it's hard to beat in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Especially in with such a the playoffs is such a grind, and since they're used to playing this way, like they can sustain it. You know what I mean? But not every team that comes in and plays against them can always, especially a team that plays their people 45 minutes a game. Like it's gonna be hard to like really match up. And then down the stretch, like every comeback like that, like it's always a mixture of like the offensive team playing amazing and then the other team being kind of dumb. But it's just like they missed free throws. They probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure they had a couple turnovers. But aside from that, it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? They just were bricking.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, they led like most of the game.
Yeah.
Free throws
So I'm
are
like
challenges too. Challenges.
That's what makes it like kind of concerning. You know what I mean? I feel like they're gonna continue to run out of gas if they're not ready for it. Really, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we'll see. They're obviously a conditioned team, but they definitely gotta use their bench a little bit more, especially against the Pacers.
They're gonna get cooked.
That'd be good. You think the series is done?
No.
Yeah, it's over.
Come on.
Pacers in 5.
GG's. I still think it's gonna go 7.
Pacers in 5.
It's definitely very interesting now. I still think the Knicks are a better team. Like it's just they had control of the game.
Yeah, like on paper.
I mean, and you got the clutch player of the year, Jalen Brunson. Like you should be able to like overcome their own like clutchness. You got one of the most clutch players in the NBA.
I don't know. I feel like the Pacers are a better team because they play more as a unit. And the way that Nembhard and Naismith have been playing these playoffs is like you have two dudes that are starting that are averaging 16 points per game, and you have your two starters that are doing their thing. Like Tyrese is balling out, Pascal is balling out too. It's going to be hard for you to lose games, especially if one of them is Naismith is giving you 30 points in like a playoff game one. So,
the Pacers are playing like the freaking Z Fighters, bro. I love it. They're OP. They're gonna make it to the finals. I promise you. They're gonna make it.
Everyone's playing just to lose to OKC.
Hey, book your what's it called? Book your appointments. Try to book it.
Pacers might have a chance, bro. I don't know.
Thunder in 5.
That would be a fun series. I think the finals are gonna be pretty fun in general. But
yeah, when the Thunder blow them up by 40.
These dudes sacrificed the Colts owner, bro. It's a lock that they're
wait.
winning.
Facts.
Someone's here. Is Isaac here? You can put him in the thing.
Oh,
What
Isaac,
happened?
Isaac's here.
He typed in the chat in our live
You
stream
can put him in the
chat.
This
thing.
nigga's crazy.
Hold on,
If
hold on.
he's in the video. Isaac, join the video.
Oh,
Isaac,
he
send
is
the video.
here, bro.
Special
I can't put him. He's
appearance.
flipping everyone off right now.
Can you not do that on YouTube?
Oh, he's mean, bro. I don't want to put him in here.
Oh yeah, that is me. Yeah. You're right.
Negative energy. After all that,
What up,
Yo.
Isaac?
the
The
return.
What's
The
good, Isaac?
I just
return.
been watching
What are your
with the
thoughts?
brick behind me.
Give me the info.
I'll show
Give me
you
the
a break.
info. What's going on? What's going on with the Pacers Knicks?
This is a great game, guys. The info you guys, the insight you guys are giving is immaculate. You can't find this anywhere.
Appreciate
First
it.
take would never do a take like this.
Facts. Facts.
What are your
I'm
what are your
bricked up.
playoff
I'm
takes?
pretty much bricked up watching this fucking live
We
stream.
could tell, bro. We could tell.
I can tell. I can
yeah.
see the
As you
background.
can tell. Yeah, it was a great game, guys. Phenomenal
What do,
game.
what do you think of Shea
Did you
winning
watch the game?
MVP?
Honestly, I think his speech was a little fun.
What?
No, we heard what
Nah,
you
good
said.
thing-
We
nah,
heard what
yeah,
you
good
said.
thing-
He ain't
yeah,
got to
nah,
repeat
Yeah,
it.
good thing. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, it cut out.
That's actually fine.
That shit's sensitive.
Isaac,
on
I'm also
purpose.
brick.
Sorry.
I'm also brick.
That shit's sensitive. I just off the fucking strap.
Whoa! Double
Double
brick.
brick.
Damn, how do I do that?
Insane. But yeah, no, he was
about
cool. I guess it was deserving. I guess Jokic was balling the fuck out. But Jefferson was saying it's because of you gotta have a better team type shit. So, all right, it is what it is. They have a better team. He's good. He's cool. He gets a fuck ton of fouls though, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
Is it
Whoa!
ugly fouls?
Somebody else is bricked up. I see it. Can't hide it from me. But yeah, Shy was pretty bricked up after that speech. He dedicated it to his girl. It's pretty cool.
The girl's bad too.
Shit was lame. I'm not
Respect
gonna
it.
lie to you. Whoa!
What do you think about Shea?
Guys? Whoa! We're
All
fucking
bricks.
solid right now.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
building a
bricked
brick
up.
house.
Whoa!
bricked up.
No, no, my
shit.
bricks.
So-
Julius
Bricked up
Randle,
boy.
Did you
welcome
see
home.
Did you see
He should be known
the?
as the bricked up boy. Where the fuck is Gabe?
Did you see the Pacers Knicks though?
Yeah.
You see that
it's
crazy
cool.
ending?
Yeah. Hallie, hey, you seen the different angle? What's up
Yeah.
with
What?
that? That's a double dribble.
It was a double dribble.
What the
No,
fuck is
no.
that?
No, it wasn't. He poked it out.
I did see.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
poked it
Mikhail
out.
supposedly fouled his ass. It's cool.
What the hell?
It's cool.
What
I
the
didn't
hell?
like that. That
What
looked
the
a
hell,
little
man?
sus too.
Fuck. It looks so bad. I don't know how it
Omari
looks
sent me
bad.
something that I can't share with you guys, but Omari knows what I'm talking about.
What?
The paper? Is it the paper?
It is the paper. And
Oh, I put that on my
He sent it
story.
to us,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. No, I put that on my story.
everybody had to take
Oh,
a
that's
pen and
crazy.
paper away from me.
Whoa.
What the
What do you think
hell?
about Shea? Do you think he's a foul baiter? Isaac, you think he's
He
good or
is,
bad?
dude. It's almost as bad as like fucking 2000 fucking whatever 18, 17 fucking James Harden. That shit
Facts.
is atrocious.
Come on.
No,
Yeah,
come
see,
on, bro.
We know
Hey,
that's not as bad, but still, we know that's like the pinnacle of fucking foul baiters.
What about
Every
Embiid?
It's
time
still
he
Embiid
goes
Embiid
or
to
better?
me, bro. It's still in fucking 7'2".
What about Embiid? What about
270
Embiid,
pound
Isaac?
Embiid.
What about him?
Who's
Was
worse?
it better
Who's
or worse than Embiid?
You don't think he's worse at that?
2017
I
Harden?
get, but the thing with
2017
Embiid,
Harden
he's
or-
a
or 2
big
years ago
fuck, so
Embiid.
it looks different. You know, he's already
That's what I
down
was saying.
low. He's doing shit. Shy like it's like a little person going straight into the paint and then like exploding. Like
He's
Jesus,
not
you know
little.
what I mean? Like
No, he's
what the
6'5".
fuck? Like of course you're gonna get that fucking call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gets calls on Gobert all the time. Or
Oh my
7-footer
god,
spinners.
Gobert been getting so many fouls with his bitch ass.
What are your thoughts
But-
on Gobert? Thoughts on Gobert?
Gobert's a bum. And
Facts.
I think he's really proving that to me time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
8-time all defensive
Offensively,
team.
we probably all have a better shot than Gobert.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. I'm tearing that nigga up a
Defensively,
3-point
yeah, I
contest.
get it, like right, but he's not even that crazy defensively. Like he puts no effort. He
Hudson's
just
about
talks
to tweak.
shit.
Hudson's about to
He
tweak.
elbowed LeBron when he played us, and I didn't like that shit. I'm gonna be honest with
Facts.
you. If I
Oh,
ever
Lil
get in
Brodo?
there, I gotta hit his
What about the
kneecaps or
30-20
something.
game he gave us? What about the 30-20 game? I haven't talked to you about that.
Yeah, but that's not him, is it though? Right? Fucking anybody else could have had that shit.
Hey man, I'm
against
trying to support
him.
Halle.
I don't
Man,
like
take
that
that down.
picture. That picture's actually insane.
What the hell?
No
Yeah.
bunny being
And he
Oh, I love
loves white
Halliburton,
bitches,
dude.
huh?
Yeah, not that's
He
no.
been with
No,
white
that's his
bitches
sister.
since,
That's
like,
his sister and
middle
his friend
school.
and her friends.
Like me for
apparently.
real.
Something like that.
Man of
His
culture
sister's
right here.
friend or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
man.
saw today's
Halliburton's
game,
dope.
right? You guys already talked about today's game?
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah. We talked about it.
Thunder, I think Thunder winning in 5, but we might be in sweep alert.
It might
You
be
know
a
who's
sweep.
getting
sweep.
on my
Talk about-
nerves, guys? You know who I really
Who?
don't like anymore? Chet.
Why?
Why?
You don't like the Hesse trade?
I agree, bro. That collard greens.
And
What
then
was he
you
saying?
dunk on fucking
Oxtail.
DiVincenzo and like
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
yeah.
bang on him. Like what the fuck?
Wait, he banged on somebody?
You would get
Nah, he was yelling at him.
ragdolled by Gobert. Like, you need to fucking relax.
You think he's feeling himself?
A little too much.
Got a little too much dip on the ship.
A little too much. Got a little too much. Yeah. You better watch out for that hip or that fucking leg break again. You need to relax.
Funny thing is, he did hurt his hip earlier this year.
Yeah,
like
and his
break
head
it or
is
something like that.
weird. His cut
His
is
head
weird.
is
I don't
weird.
like none of that shit.
His face
This is
too,
the
right?
prime- This is honestly the prime.
Just look at him.
Analysis
I'm
that we
just
need.
saying, he's good though. He's good. Like he
He's
has
good.
potential, but it's just no too
He's a
much.
good role
dip.
player.
What about J Dub?
J Dub, bro, he came through today, huh?
I know.
Hey, you know
he
what?
did.
Even though he doesn't score, he be doing shit everywhere else, brother. He be fucking assisting.
Who doesn't
rebounding.
score?
I think
J Dub
he
scores,
scores.
man.
I
But
think
he's good though. He did really good today.
He averaged 20 points.
Hey, shut the fuck up. He ain't that good, bud.
He averaged 20 points. Don't dig it.
He's a good
Big, you know,
defender,
Biggie.
too.
He's a good
Another
two-way
all-NBA
player.
defender.
I like. He was confident in
Yeah, he
that
is a
lie.
good
I
two-way
fuck
player.
with it. He was confident with saying that.
he was.
It's because I saw game one. He didn't do that good game one.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it
Good
was it
defender.
game one or game thing? Games no, I forgot which one.
Game 6.
Yeah. Game
And
6 he had like
game one, he didn't do good.
3 for 16, right?
Of this series.
Yeah.
oh, that was
But yeah,
good.
guys, what do you guys
How's the
think?
backers?
Bro, I think
yeah.
I think both these series is already like no, never mind. I shouldn't say that. I think the Thunder series is pretty much wrapped up, low key.
Damn,
Like-
really?
Damn.
Yeah, bro, 4 or 5. I mean, take your pick. And then other than that,
I get you. No.
I was saying some bullshit about the Pacers, but I think the Knicks probably take it in 6. Real talk.
You're going with the
Yeah.
Knicks? Am I the only Pacers? My guy.
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's
He's
Isaac.
at,
I'm really Pacers in 5. I'm Pacers in 5.
That's literally Hallie right
5?
there. That's Halliburton.
No, that's Jordan
Albert's
Poole.
better
the
than that
GOAT.
dude.
No, I know who the fuck it is, Hassan. But what
No,
I'm saying
see,
is,
call him by his
what I'm-
name.
but what I'm
Jordan
saying
Poole.
is,
That man has a name.
people are like, "Oh, Hallie or fucking Kobe for the last shot." Like, bitch, are you
What?
stupid?
Who said this?
Bitch,
Wait,
you
where?
Fucking dumb.
I'm taking Halliburton.
Imagine.
All right, see,
Dang, only one of those are real. Can you believe that, Hus? Only
Go.
one of those chips are real.
Bez, I like how you're putting shit
4 of 'em?
behind you. That's so cool.
I'm gonna start doing
Horrible.
that. I don't know why I haven't been.
Only
I'm
one
trying
of
to
those
start
chips
every
are real. Can you
episode
believe
with-
it?
With a guy behind me.
That guy should have been a Laker, but I don't know what the fuck happened. It's all good. Doesn't matter.
Type shit.
Oh,
Type
Gabe,
shit.
what was that thing that meme you sent me about someone on the saying that he should be a bench player for the Lakers Steph next year? So he
Oh,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
score
Yeah,
for us.
I see that. I see that too. He was like,
Steph
yeah,
Curry
bro.
one I
He'll
sent
be,
you?
he'll be hella good off the bench next year. We need
Forgot
to
that
score off
dude.
the bench.
D'Lo,
I said you were crying.
Shanghai,
I said you were
Lil
Shanghai.
crying.
Omari.
Shanghai guy.
Nah, that's not me no more.
That is
Oh,
you.
Mari.
Oh,
You're a
you
mix
make it
of
look
D'Lo and Markel Fultz.
Oh,
Bro, I didn't like that
Listen.
choke shit, bro. I'll jump right in there.
I said I
What?
found it. It says
That's
it
right.
says
I'll jump right
it
in
says
there. Bro.
talk soon.
Alright,
It
that
says
should
talk
be a
soon
good
with
segue.
Curry. And then he
Who would
goes,
you
"We
rather
need a bench scoring perfect fit for the second unit," and it's Curry in a Laker jersey.
Facts.
And his braids too. He had like for 2 games.
That's crazy.
He said them shit's probably hurt.
Curry,
Yeah.
braided Curry
said
is like
nigga.
top 5. A male human
Good
of
thing
all
Isaac
time.
brought up that.
Yeah, that's
that
what I was
Kobe
gonna say. That was a good segue.
Yeah, I had a list of would you rather for Tyrese Halliburton, him taking the last shot, or one of these players on my list.
I actually have
Ooh.
a name I want to throw in there too, but
All right,
I'll
you want
let
to
you get
start off
yours.
with the name?
okay, let me do it then. All right.
All right.
Well, actually, this could be a twofold question because you're talking about taking the last shot. I'm gonna just say in general,
LeBron.
okay. I'm gonna just say which player you taking, okay?
Like as a franchise?
No,
this
this
for the
is
last
strictly playoffs too. I'm talking strictly playoffs, all right? Because the caveat's very important, okay? It has to be strictly playoffs, all right?
Okay.
Are we taking playoff Tyrese Halliburton or playoff James Harden?
Hmm.
Playoff Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta think about it, huh?
Halliburton.
Well,
No,
because
Halliburton.
the only reason I'm thinking about it is because of Game 7. If it's a Game 7, I'm taking Halliburton. If it's games 1 through 6, I'm taking James Harden.
I'll probably take
This
Halliburton.
is the track record.
I'm taking
So-
Hallie. What the
And
hell?
is it right now too? Like right now?
Yeah, well, obviously with like
No. So this would be like prime playoff James Harden, right? Or right now, James Harden.
I don't know how much that changes things, but sure, we can do prime,
Damn,
I guess.
I don't know.
Is
Nah,
this
okay,
question,
Prime
is this
will
question
take
about clutch or just about players I'm choosing best, by the way?
Prime, I'm taking
said
Harden. You can
franchise,
build a
right?
better team.
Last shot.
You can build a better team.
Clutch.
No,
I don't mean. I didn't mean like just last shot. I just mean like clutch factor in general. I don't,
Clutch?
Like the last one,
Clutch.
yeah.
No, not clutch.
Factor?
Just in general.
Oh, I thought it was just clutch, like last like 5
no,
seconds.
not last shot. Because I'm just
Oh,
saying
okay.
like just like in terms of like closing games out as a whole or like
Closing
game
a
sevens.
game out, I'm going
Who do you
Harden.
trust more? That's really what I'm
I'm
asking.
going Harden.
I'm probably
to
gonna
close
pick Harden. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably picking
Yeah,
Harden.
Yeah, the whole
To
series. I'm
close
going
the
Harden.
game out, I'm going Harden. But overall player, like I'm going into a series, I'll probably take Halliburton.
Right
Nah,
now.
I don't know what he said.
Prime,
I got
though.
it the other way. I'm saying if I need
Yeah.
one game, I might trust
Yeah.
Hallie more because we talked about the same thing with Jamal Murray. Like James Harden, he could either have an insane game or a
Exactly.
super stinker. Like Hallie
Exactly.
or a Jamal Murray is not gonna have like those super stinker games.
But
'cause they
No,
give
I
you
don't
Harden's
Stinkers
gonna
always
give
come in
me
the
a
last game, too.
masterclass. He's gonna give me and Hassan a masterclass.
Facts. If it's game
And
one-
Harden's
game
Harden's
1 through
worst
6,
games
I'm taking James
come in
Harden.
the last ones.
Since the
No,
track
make a
record-
stand, bro. I don't want to hear this 1 through 6. I'll take Harden, but
1
then
through
game
6.
7, I want Hallie.
All right, I'll take James
Give me-
Harden then. This overall.
All right,
pick.
that's
Any
fine.
game,
I just
James
want to know
Harden.
your thoughts.
Any game, James.
Any game, James.
Yeah, if it's a whole series, I'm taking Harden. But yeah, if it's an elimination game or clutch time back against the wall, I'm gonna have to go Hallie. I've just seen it too many times. Called it too many years.
And also just the fact that
too
Harden's
many,
like,
too many
the-
successful Harden hate watches.
yeah, that's
that
what
I've
I'm
seen.
saying.
Nah, that's crazy.
Uh,
I'm taking Harden, bro.
Thank you.
He be
Facts.
folding in the big moments, though.
Facts.
Yeah, I can't do it. He did it again this year. Like, what are you gonna say?
He's
Cook him at the
older.
top of the
He's
key.
35, 36.
So it's not gonna change.
Yeah, he is who he is.
It is who he is. Yeah.
All right, Hassan,
If
let's
it's
get
like
into
if
yours.
he has a good team, like if I'm going series and you have to build a team around him, obviously I'm going prime James Harden. Like you
Yeah.
can build a much better team around prime.
That's
James
why I
Harden.
wanted to say only playoffs. Like obviously
Yeah, like-
it wouldn't be close if we're talking like just generally, but
What about
No, but even
2024?
like a playoff series, like I'm taking him. Like if it's for a whole series and he can win in 6, win in 5, you know what I mean? But if it gets to the point where he has to go to game 7,
He just loses his
Yeah, no,
powers
he's
in
won,
game
I'm not
he's
seven.
taking
won a
it,
lot of
you know what I
games
mean?
in,
Like
6 games, so 5 games.
yeah, so I agree. I see where Huss is coming from because one thing if like for the whole series,
yeah.
I'm
You
going
get him
Harden.
out there in 6, I get it, yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So then, would you rather Tyrese Halliburton take the last shot or Jalen Brunson?
Hallie. Pretty
I'll take
confident.
Brunson.
I mean, I just seen
Nah, I
Hallie
think
hit a
Brunson.
game winner and Brunson not,
Dog.
so I'm gonna go with Hallie, yeah, right?
For all,
That-
I think
that
for all
Amon Thompson crossover.
Let me
I feel like
finish,
that
let me
has to be-
finish.
Yeah, it has to
For
be
all- I
recency
think-
bias. I think
I
Brunson.
think
has
for
to be-
all the clutch things Brunson did this playoffs, I think Hallie's done like 2 times more clutch stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. I think
I need
there's a
I
stat-
need to get a clarification on this
Yeah,
question. Are we talking he has to make a play or he has to actually take the shot? Because that changes my answer.
That's the last possession of the game.
Hallie.
Basically, last shot, last possession.
Okay, because here's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if who do I trust more with the ball to get a good look is probably Hallie, but
Not
who
to
I
look,
actually
to make
want
the
taking the shot is Jalen Brunson. You know what I
But
mean?
dude,
Like I trust
this
him more to
playoffs-
make
playoffs-
the
This
shot.
Yeah, but
playoffs
here's one, though.
alone, there's a stat. I think it's like
If
this
your
playoffs
life is on
alone.
the line and you need this guy
Bro.
to make the shot to win you the
I'm
game.
going Brunson.
I'm taking
What about
Brunson.
John
If I
Fowles,
need
too?
the guy
Yeah,
to
I
make
think
the
Brunson.
shot, I'm taking Brunson.
and he might get fouled too.
Yeah, we're not remembering like
True.
all of Halliburton's clutch shots this year. The 4-pointer on Giannis, the one he did
Nah,
against
he's great.
Cavs, the one he did against dude. Like it's just they're there.
Hey,
He's been
He
clutch.
low key missed.
Yeah, but JB's
game
been doing this
winner
for a
in
minute
OT.
too. Like, is
Wide
recency
open.
bias because we just literally saw one nigga miss
Dude,
and one nigga
there's-
make it.
there's-
Like, but it's
there's
just
about-
like
That's what
I
I'm
think there's
saying.
about-
we've seen
I think-
JB close games like consistently for a
Dirt.
few years now.
Dirt.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hal-
so I'm not
Halliburton.
gonna. He has two, but it's like this is the first year that it's been like we're like Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Because he's on a
Halliburton's
tear.
been in the
But
Eastern Conference Finals. Why is it like new to like he's good at basketball? Like you know what I'm saying?
he's not. We never said he's not good at
Different
basketball,
years,
but
all-time
his
level.
last run too. You know what I mean? He ran through some injured teams. To be fair.
And they got swept
And
last year.
They
so,
were
like,
also like he was playing good, but he wasn't doing this. You know what I mean? Like in terms of the moments, like his stats were probably similar, but in terms of the moments that he's rising in, he wasn't doing this last year. You know what I mean? So this is the first
Right
year
now-
that we've really seen him come into like that level, this level of clutchness. But like JB, we've seen him do this. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna like let that one game of him airballing and then fucking Hallie hitting an insane shot, like let that skew. Because we literally spent the whole first half of the season talking about Hallie doesn't have a bag. So I'm like, although I don't agree, it's like there's not a soul on the planet ever said JB don't got a bag. So it's like
too recency bias
You
to
don't
just
have
like
to have
that
a
on
back
that.
if we're going off of
There's
who needs
no
a bucket,
indicator on that. There's no indicator on that.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying like if we going off of who needs a bucket right now, JB has a deeper bag just one-on-one offensively. You know what I mean? He may draw foul. He has a little more like
he's a 3-level
bag
scorer
that he can go to.
Yeah,
like
I'm going JB.
I trust Hallie like in the game setting. You know what I mean? In this plays and shit. Like, and I'm just taking the last second because Hallie dribbles to his shots a lot, but he also gets some off catch and shoot. You know what I mean? Like they're a really good ball movement team and they get their shots in rhythm. But it's like if the offense is just standing still. And then they're just like, here's the ball. Like, all right, we have 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, I'm taking JB.
Yeah.
This nigga Isaac Turner is over.
I'll put him if he comes back. I'll throw him back up here.
All right.
That's gonna happen.
All right. Next one. This is now presently. Are you taking Tyrese Halliburton or LeBron James? Final shot.
LeBron.
Crickets. I'm taking LeBron, man. Shout out to Tyrese, but like. There's not a single thing that Tyrese can do better than LeBron, bro.
And we're talking prime, right?
Talk about right now. No, right now.
There's not a single thing Tyrese can do better than LeBron, or that I trust at least. I'm not gonna say that because maybe he can shoot. I don't know, but I don't trust him more than LeBron at anything.
Yeah, I trust LeBron more still.
I mean, this is hard because Halliburton's doing it right now in the playoffs. How can we just disagree with this?
Oh my god, this is what recency bias is.
He's doing it right now. He did it every series in the playoffs.
You don't think if LeBron was on the Pacers, he couldn't have made that shot? Like, come on, bro.
I'm not
Let's
saying
be
he
real.
can't. What I'm saying is Halliburton's
if you're
every series. Halliburton, let me read you a stat. Like this playoffs.
Do I have to pull up a LeBron compilation for you?
Trade LeBron for Hallie right now. They're literally the first team.
And go ahead shots in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime this season. He's literally like that's 85% in clutch buckets.
This is the definition of recency bias. You're saying this season.
He's doing it every series. It's not he did it like in 1 game, 2 games. He's done it in 3 series.
Yeah, but it's one run. People have legendary playoff runs. That doesn't mean like. You know what I mean?
Right now, LeBron hasn't had it.
Yeah, but one run. We're not gonna give him one.
We're not talking about is he over like a fucking J-Dub. We're talking about LeBron fucking James. Like think about the name.
LeBron hasn't done anything clutch. LeBron hasn't done clutch lately. What the putback on the Jazz in the regular season?
I got you. I'm gonna pull a stat up just to make this guy look goofy.
Bro, he's still one of the best clutch players in the league.
In the Big 2025
he was still one of
LeBron
he was still one of the best clutch players in the league.
What when he lost in 5 against the Timberwolves? When we lost in 5 against the
Timberwolves? What was the clutch moments like?
We blew like 2 league games. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, but that's different. That's not clutch. Clutch is whatever.
I know he made some dumbass mistakes.
Close the game. He did turnovers in the worst times.
One player we just gonna think about 20 years.
Isaac, you know the turnover I'm talking about. Oh man, what was the
turnover? Let's talk about a single playoff series. Gabe, I'm about to make a call to the council, man. You about to get excommunicated again.
Dog, all I'm saying is in the Big 25, Halliburton's more clutch than LeBron. This is a statistical fact.
Obviously, because the nigga not playing. Like, but it's just like you can't.
That's not his fault.
Okay, that's team. Like, okay, if like I said, if I put Braun on fucking what's it called on the Pacers right now,
Pacers or Lakers, Omari? Whose team is better?
Pacers.
Right now, the Pacers.
Pacers are better than the Lakers.
If we're talking about role players, yeah. If we're talking about like trade Braun for Hallie,
both teams.
Yeah, Pacers still.
Yeah, Pacers.
Pacers are better than the Lakers.
Yes, it's not even close. How can you say that?
Yeah, give us a center note.
The Pacers have the deepest team in the playoffs besides the Thunder.
This is crap, bro. You're not taking
give us a center, yes.
Austin and LeBron over the Pacers?
No, not with no center.
I have nothing else to say. I literally have nothing else to say.
Not with no center, no. Not with if Jackson Hayes can't play more than 10 minutes, no.
Just look at that. Yeah, I'm not even have to say nothing.
Okay, this is a longevity stat.
Look at his age. Look at LeBron. He's 40.
Okay, look at this.
Tyrese is 23. Tyrese is 23 years old, and he has half of LeBron. And LeBron's been in the NBA for.
All 3 of these were this year, but 3 of these were this year, by the way. 3 of these were this year.
Actually, a testament to Halliburton. You guys got it. What you just did is perfect. Yeah, thank you for showing this because this shows how good Halliburton is right now. Thank you.
Yes, but that's literally the definition.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Look at the
Like
list.
one nigga's in the playoffs and one is not, so then he's automatically better. Like,
Where's
It's
Kobe?
recency bias, but you
LeBron has
also have
20
to
years in the
respect
NBA.
how-
Halliburton
nah, it's
has
okay.
3 years.
SGA just won MVP and he's still in the
Hey,
playoffs,
ever
so he
since
must be better
LeBron
than the
left the
Nuggets.
East,
I mean, he
ever
must be
since
better than
LeBron left the
Jokic.
East, low key, Hallie's been running the East. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, now
What?
he's just clip
Okay,
farming.
that's-
He's
yeah,
clip
it's
farming.
just
He's
clip
clip farming.
So look, like SGA must be better than Jokic right now, then, right?
What the
He is
fuck?
better than Jokic right now. He's MVP.
What the fucky?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
No, he's clip farming. Yeah, you could tell when he
Yeah.
just starts saying shit. Like,
All right.
It is recency.
You
What's
don't
the
even
next player?
believe
What's
that.
the next
You
player?
also have to give respect to Halliburton, though. Yeah, I'll say that.
Huh?
I'm going LeBron.
What's the next
too.
player, man? It's LeBron.
Definitely
Yeah,
Halliburton.
next player.
Definitely Halliburton.
LeBron
It's
You
James.
should
LeBron.
have that list
LeBron.
up. You should have the list up because the list just makes it easier for everyone to see Halliburton's name.
All right,
Guys,
next
if
up.
Halliburton's wide open or LeBron's wide open for that three,
Hallie.
LeBron's hitting
Hallie.
that shit.
Hallie's hitting
Hallie
more.
got to be like turnaround.
LeBron hit a fadeaway.
hey,
from
Chris
40
Middleton's
feet.
more clutch than Halliburton. I don't care.
He hit a
But
fadeaway
Isaac
from
said
40
wide
feet for the
open.
play-in game,
Oh,
seeing
Isaac
3
said wide
rims.
open. Isaac said
Bron
wide
was seeing
open. Why do
3
you have to add
rims,
a player?
40 feet away, fade
Why do you have
away.
to add a player
Don't
in
get
there?
mad, bro. That's
Money.
a trigger word right there.
Straight money, 3 rims.
Trigger word.
3
I
rims,
saw
nigga.
the one in the middle.
Shout out the one in the middle from 40 feet, nigga. Catch that hoe. Clutch.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Which is
A liar, pathological liar.
No, he's not.
All
He's
right,
just
next
so
one.
amazing. It sounds like it's not real.
He's just so amazing.
man.
You sound like the
It's so
comments
amazing. It
say
sounds like it's not
sounds
real,
like
nigga.
folktale.
Crazy glaze.
Nah, it's just
All right,
facts,
next
man. You
one,
can't
next-
glaze LeBron. We know that.
Next one. LeBron's teammate, Luka Doncic or Tyrese Halliburton?
Luka Doncic.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm
give me
thinking
Luka, bro.
every day.
Luka?
Yeah,
But
pick
Luka
that.
shoots stupid shit, so it makes it.
Oh, wait, guys. He's
muting
not in the playoffs.
Muting me.
Luka's not in the playoffs. My fault. He's not in the playoffs
Bro,
anymore. He
somebody
can't do
muted
it.
me.
Bro, he's fat
Am I
though.
muted?
Doesn't matter. He's hit so many clutch, but we've seen him hit some of the clutchest shots of all time. Like, we're not gonna do this, dude.
We're getting
We're not gonna have
disrespectful at this
Tyrese.
point.
Yeah,
We're getting
like, now I'm being
disrespectful.
annoyed because I love Tyrese and I love what he's doing. But
I
I
this
wouldn't
is
even
crazy.
Luka's not
considered
on the
putting his
list.
name in this pool. It would have been so obvious that the answer would have been
Luka's
Luka.
name is not even on the list. Show the list, Best. Best, can you show the list?
Wait,
Please.
What are you talking about?
Best, can you show the list?
Oh, he's
The
talking
list
about
of what? We're not,
the-
dude. That's
the
from since
list you just showed.
1997.
Yeah,
The
Luka
list.
beat
but
everyone
that's
so
a
bad
weird-ass
that he
stat,
didn't
like,
show up.
Yeah.
On,
5 seconds?
he doesn't have game tying shots. He just
Yeah,
beats them
it's
by
literally the
20.
game time.
Well,
It's-
Luka lost in
it's
5
like
against
just
the
last
Wolves,
seconds.
too. So
Oh.
Halliburton hasn't lost in 5 ever.
No, yeah, he got swept actually.
Man,
Yes,
that's
and that's not
not
lost in
5.
5, though.
Oh, wow.
That's not 5. My statement's still
You said that
true.
shit quick.
Yeah, but we can't forget the Luka step back on Rudy.
He ain't even the
Gobert.
greatest. He ain't even the clutchest pacer of all time, brother.
The Clipper, too.
Damn.
He might be the best.
I ain't talking about our Reggie Miller,
Maybe.
Reggie Miller era.
Nah, Paul George is still the best player to ever play for the
I hate
Pacers.
that
But
motherfucker.
Hell no, bro. I'm sorry.
Reggie Miller is.
nah, he's the best player.
You think
Paul
Reggie
George
Miller's
is
better
a-
than Paul George?
Yes.
Nah, yeah, like as a player, no, he's not.
He's
Yes,
not a
he
better
is,
player.
Then
He's more
Paul George?
accomplished, but he's not a better
Paul George
player.
Yeah, he's more
Paul George.
accomplished. Like he has a
Yeah,
better
he's-
career.
He's
and
not
shit
a
like
better
that,
player.
but-
We're not doing
I-
this.
Paul George is
Paul
overrated.
George. Nah, let me give
Like
him
skill
respect. I don't
wise,
want
for all the
disrespect.
best
Paul George
players in
versus
their primes.
LeBron.
Wait, Paul George or
Okay,
Hallie?
dude.
But if Tyrese makes the finals, he's better.
Yes.
Not,
if
no,
they make it to
that's
the
not-
finals-
That's not how it goes. He's a better pacer. He's a better pacer. He's not a better
Save your
player than
opinion,
Paul
save
George.
your opinion
That's
for
what I
another
meant.
day.
Sorry, I meant better pacer,
Yeah,
not
he's a
player.
better pacer. That's all I'm saying. It's like Paul George's skill, player build skill wise.
Daddy-
Okay,
Like he's
Paul George is a
technically
better,
the
has
best
more
player to
skill
ever play
than
for the
Larry
Pacers.
Bird. Is he better than Larry Bird?
Isaac, what'd you say? Isaac, say it again.
Larry Bird played for the Pacers. They just owned
Legendary pacer.
No, he didn't. I don't know. He just meant
Yeah,
player,
I
I
was-
think.
I'm just making
just
a
owned
point.
him.
I'm making a point. I'm just saying Paul George has more skill.
Better
skill
than Larry
than
Bird? Hell
He's a
no.
better
Why would
player
I
than
say
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird? No.
What?
All right. So it
Why is
still
Larry
doesn't
Bird
matter
in the mix?
because of, like talent.
Yeah, what's Larry Bird have to do with it?
No, it's just I'm just making a point.
Oh, you're
because
asking
you
a
said
general
that-
question. You're asking a general question.
Yeah, it's just a general point.
What was your question?
I'm saying is Paul George have more skill than Larry Bird? Sorry, Paul George has more skill than Larry Bird, but Larry Bird is a better player. So that doesn't really
Yeah,
Yeah,
matter.
that's
Larry
just because of
Bird's
efficiency.
crazy.
Like because Larry Bird averaged like
I don't know.
almost 30
How the
point
fuck
triple double
does that
in the
work?
60s and 70s. You know what I mean? Like in
Dog,
80s.
Larry Bird dropped 30 with a left hand, bro.
The whole point is that
know. This
Reggie,
is kinda
like,
hard.
Paul George can have more skill than Reggie Miller, but Reggie Miller is still a better player. because of
Okay,
how
but
far-
Paul George's numbers
But
are
what
just
makes
better
you a
than
good
Reggie
player?
Miller's. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
the comparison is not the same. Like you
It's a
can
different-
compare
it was a
Paul
different
George
game
and
back
Reggie
then,
more
though.
than Paul George and
different game
Larry
back then. You
Bird.
can't even shoot threes. You'll get benched for shooting threes where when Reggie Miller plate. He only took
Who?
like 3 or 4
Why the
games.
fuck would they bench you?
because it's a different play style.
Why are we even comparing?
Exaggerating.
We can't even do that. Like, it's
different
not
era.
fair to say, oh, but if he played back then, like that's a stupid.
Yeah,
argument.
it's like
Different
MMA.
eras.
You can't do that in MMA.
If
'Cause
Paul
you
George
get
played back
fucked
then,
up.
he's averaging 40.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
Paul
is.
George would get killed. No,
Nah,
What?
well, maybe Paul George.
Killed?
What do you
Oh my
mean by
God,
that,
I
bro?
know.
He'll die.
killed on the court.
Die
He'd
on
get
the
killed on
fucking
the court.
Nah,
for
he
being
said
so
early
bad.
60s. He's not surviving that one.
Oh wait, hold
He'd
on.
get
No,
killed on the
sorry,
court for playing so
How
bad.
early
He'd
are we
get-
going?
I have a dream.
Yeah,
Jesus
All right,
if it's
next
before
one,
if it's
next
before
one.
MLK's March, man, he might not make
He
it.
beat Bill Russell before Bill Russell.
Nah,
Oh
Kyrie's
my
definitely
God.
not making it.
Glad that you
Kyrie's
said
not making it one
Kyrie.
season. Kyrie's not making it
I have
one.
Kyrie
His
on
rookie
the
season,
list.
it might be a wrap.
Anthony
rather
Edwards ain't making it either.
Would you rather have Tyrese Halliburton or Kyrie Irving take the last shot for you?
Kyrie.
I know
Kyrie.
no respect
Kyrie hit
to
one of the biggest
Kyrie's
shots of all
run,
time
his
too.
Legendary run.
I know you
Kyrie.
still have trauma from that
Kyrie.
shot, Hassan.
Yeah,
Bro. Honestly,
That was years
Thompson,
ago.
yeah. But if
I
we're
mean,
talking about
obviously
recent,
Kyrie
like
has no
just
ACL right
all,
now, but if Kyrie was healthy at the beginning of this year,
Are we talking about
Kyrie
Kyrie
definitely.
with no ACL? Okay, give me Hallie, but
we're talking about beginning of the year Kyrie before he tore his ACL.
now give me Kyrie, bro. There's no shot that he can't get. I'm confident with
Yeah.
Kyrie taking like a fucking backwards fade away from half court.
yeah. If I'm gonna take JB, I'm taking Kyrie for sure.
Kyrie would have switched that shot.
Facts.
How many players do you
with the
think
left?
are you literally are you
360
taking over
turnaround
Kyrie?
with the left.
His toe would not have been on the line. I know that.
Exactly. There you go.
Facts.
In
He
terms
would
of
have
like
His feet
numbers
would've
of
been perfect.
players,
He would have felt the color off the line. Just felt
in
the
terms of
aura
like
off the
numbers
line.
of players, how many players are you taking over Kyrie? He's like 5, 3
Over
for the last shot.
Kyrie, history.
Just like last shot.
No, just in the NBA right now. Yeah.
Right now?
Oh, I ain't doing that. That's a good amount of players. Last shot, we
Oh.
got a conversation, but
Would
he
you take
might
No,
be
Kyrie
like
last shot,
over
last
Kyrie?
shot. Just last shot. best.
okay. Last shot, he's top 3 in my opinion.
To take only 3 players. He's
I'm taking
In the
Curry.
league?
He might
over-
even be
over-
one. I'm just like spitballing, but he's
Yeah,
definitely in
yeah.
the top 3.
I'm taking Curry over Kyrie for last shot.
I'm going Bron.
This
I'm
dude
taking
said
Curry and
Curry,
Kobe.
bro. Are you joking?
I'm not taking
Kobe
Curry.
and Curry.
Curry might be my.
I'll
in
take
the,
Curry
like,
and Kobe.
20th.
Curry
I'll take
ain't in
Curry
there.
and Kobe Isaac.
Curry's
take
like
Kobe's not
Curry,
20th.
playing right now, Gabe.
KD,
I
I'm taking.
thought someone said all time.
No, we're saying right now.
Book.
Oh,
I'll take
not
Book.
all
okay.
time.
Kevin Durant.
Oh.
I'm taking Book.
Kevin Durant.
I'm taking Book. Yeah, I've seen Book hit game winners.
I think I'm taking Kyrie over Book.
Booker over Kyrie.
Yeah, I'll take
What
Kyrie
about
over Book.
Dame? I'm taking
I'm
Dame
gonna
over.
take Kyrie over Book.
I'm taking
I'm
Dame
taking
over
Kyrie over Book.
I'll take Dame too. I'll
Dame
take
over
Dame too.
Kyrie?
Yeah,
Dame
I'll take
Nah,
Dame.
I'm taking Kyrie over Book too. Actually,
Yeah, Dame is.
because we're just talking about
Dame
one-on-one
and
good
Kyrie is
bucket.
is a good debate. I think Dame and Kyrie
Yeah.
are close.
Yeah, that should
No,
happen.
Right now?
Dame's like that though.
Right
man.
now, I'm taking Kyrie.
I
No
think
question.
Dame.
I mean, they
I'd
both
say
got
Dame
torn
was
Achilles,
like-
like-
Dame
They both
was
average
like-
Okay,
25.
no, okay. I'm talking about before they got hurt. Like,
Yes,
No,
we
even
know.
before they got hurt,
Dame
Dame was still hitting game winners. Like he's
Yeah,
still.
He was.
averaging
Dame
I just
was.
think
25,
Kyrie's
too.
better.
Him and Kyrie were at. Were
You know,
damn
I'm,
near
you know, I'm a
the same
Kyrie
thing.
stan, so I'm always right with Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna press
I'm
that.
taking Dame.
Yeah,
We can go
I'll
all
take
time.
Dame too, but it is close.
Dame all time is him.
That is
Yeah,
all time.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
All time, I'll take him over.
I don't know. Kyrie got the shot though. He got the
He
shot.
has the shot
yeah.
of shots, but
Yeah, he
Dame
does
has
have
more.
the shot, but
Dame
Dame
has
does
a higher
fuck you
volume.
up
have
from
the
anywhere.
team.
two game winners.
Dame has a higher
walk-off game
volume, but
winners.
Dame didn't
it's
have
like the
guy.
factor of how much pressure was on that shot. Kind of like, you know what I mean? It overshadows.
I came across a video on my
shots.
timeline. I don't know if y'all remember the series where it was like Portland, Denver in the first round a few years ago, and like there was just
Yeah.
playing clips of Dame hitting like
The
absurd
crazy
half court
shit.
shots,
Yeah.
and Austin
Yeah,
Rivers
that's-
just like turns around and like he just shrugs his
That's what I was
shoulders.
talking about with
Or
the
pray, yeah, he's
9/11s.
Naismith
Where
game.
he finally missed.
It was the same thing.
Yeah, Neesmith, that
Same
was him.
experience. Yeah,
Ah,
Dame.
man.
Then the OKC shot was a bad shot.
That OKC shot's crazy.
That shit was
Splash.
deep.
One of those.
Dude, the
of
first
those-
one he hit on the Rockets, bro. He was like a rookie or
Yeah,
second year
yeah.
player.
Oh my god, I was
That's,
so happy. he did
Batum
that
and
shit, too.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, for
Isaac,
real.
were
Really
you
carrying
brick?
them bombs too.
Super.
Young Dame.
Straight like the background.
Yeah, Dame's probably you can make a case that he might be top 5 all time clutch. Honestly,
Who?
Especially playoffs.
I gotta
Oh,
think about.
you can make an argument.
Off the top of my head, I agree, but I gotta think. You know what I'm saying?
Number one, we know who number one is.
I'm taking prime Chris Paul all day.
Prime Chris Paul. Man, I can't even say what I want
Nah.
to say about Chris Paul, bro.
We can talk about bottom 5. I got Harden in my
Yeah.
bottom 5 least clutch
Oh
players.
man,
Facts.
Least
Oh, man.
clutch player. Holy
Not in the
shit.
regular
Got
season.
him next to
No, I don't even
Denzel
have to say all
Valentine.
that.
Damn.
Just hating.
It goes harder
Yeah,
than Denzel Valentine.
Oh my god. What did
Oh
they
my
say?
goodness, Valentine.
Oh my goodness,
Valentine, no.
That's
Oh,
literally the sound effect that goes off in my DMs, bro.
Yeah, I
You
love
know
that
you
shit.
fucked
Oh my
up or your
goodness,
butt.
Valentine.
They get like when they cry because you're taking the last shot.
That's maybe one of my favorite NBA clips. Like, I'll never forget that clip. That's like one of the
You
funniest clips ever.
practice that shot? What type of shot is that?
What type of shot is
Good
that?
shot.
You have to ask
How
somebody
many
if they
times
practice
did you
that shit,
practice
it's a better
that
song.
shot?
Oh fuck, dude! I forgot who it was. I don't remember who they were talking about, but they were talking about someone's like 3-point percentage, and they were saying, "Oh, it was Angel Reese field goal percentage." They were saying if Jonte Porter like missed all his shots for the rest of the season, he'd have a higher field goal percentage or something.
Damn.
And he was like intentionally missing shots
To actually go under.
You know how crazy that is? A guy missing shots. on
because
purpose.
Angel Reese had like a 0 for 12 game today, so they were just flaming her.
That's his ass.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Shout out
Yeah, you-
Jonte Porter. Hope he's
Oh,
doing.
thank you.
Hope you're doing well.
Hey, MPJ, you finna join him soon, buddy.
Yeah.
Because you definitely betting the under on yourself. I don't know what the fuck was. I mean, he was injured, but you know, all
Yeah,
jokes.
still.
His shoulder was like taped up like crazy.
Yeah.
It's 'cause
They really
podcast,
had
guys.
had him and Aaron
Podcast.
Gordon like just please, bro. We can't play any of these other guys. Like
Yeah, it's bad. All right, this is a good one.
Any-
This will be my last one on the list. Tyrese Halliburton or Anthony Edwards.
Ugh.
Last shot.
Tyrese.
I saw Ant misses a lot of clutch shots. Give me Tyrese.
Yeah, I'm going Tyrese.
Really?
I
there's like
have
a
confidence in
comp of him
Anthony
missing a
Edwards
lot.
like to be better, but it's just like he hasn't
hasn't
had the
proved it
moments
yet.
as Tyrese had. So
Yeah.
I gotta give
Yeah.
it to Tyrese.
Plus, I think Tyrese has more confidence right now, especially since this
That's
run he's
crazy
been
to
making
say.
clutch shots.
The thing is, like, as soon as Ant like gets those moments, I feel like it's gonna be, oh, I'm gonna take him. But it's just like he doesn't have those yet. So
He really doesn't.
Yeah.
You think about it.
like his
But
shit is
his,
like all
persona
poster.
is like he already has it. His persona's like he already has it.
Yeah.
No, you can
Yeah,
already,
yeah,
you can.
you can-
My dick bigger than yours. Go home. You know, like when
Ah.
he hits that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
scared.
Tyrese got some moments. The balls moment too. I'm holding it.
Dude, I like
Yeah.
that one.
Choke like he got.
He did the skip, I think.
has
Where
good
he was like
flips. He has
skipping
good
on
flips.
the.
Oh, remember the
Oh, he did
in-season
the
tournament
Dame
last
time.
year? The Dame, yeah, he was like hitting his hand. Like, making
not
No,
it
remember
working.
Patrick Beverly did that shit. He said my clock broke, bro.
Man, Pat Bev had some good ones. Mr.
He did. He
Cancun.
had the too small. Do you remember
Yeah.
on Austin Reeves?
That was so funny.
Well, my all-time favorite Patrick Beverly moment though was when he brought the
Camera.
camera for
The
the LeBron
camera.
foul.
Yeah.
That was the best
The
one.
evidence is
I got
right
it in
here.
4K. I got it in 4K.
That was a crazy. That I'm never gonna forget that game, dude.
I
They
still
really got
remember that
NBA
game.
refs suspended for the sus calls that he
Got
had.
that
I
nigga
still
bro,
remember
that.
because that nigga was fucking cheating. That was insane.
He
Like,
cheated. He cheated.
You know what? You know what? on just on a side note about refs,
Yeah.
I've been seeing it on Twitter all day, or like for the last week. Have you guys noticed that we haven't seen the aerial view not one time since that Laker game?
They said that the Adam Silver
Not
brought out the
once.
drone for the Lakers
Not
and
one
took
time.
it back as
I
soon
seen
as they
I seen
got
somebody say
eliminated.
I saw somebody say that was the NSA NBA collab. Like, I'm like, how did and I thought about that because they haven't brought that angle out not one time for any reason. I'm like, I'm sure there's been close enough calls.
They didn't even bring it
That
out. in the
you-
regular
that coulda
season. That was
used
the
it.
First time I've ever seen
Dog,
That
that
was
was
the
a
first-
one. That was a once in a
Somebody,
lifetime camera.
someone else said that's the first time in 20 years you seen it, and you're not gonna see it again for another 20. Like, niggas had to
Unless
pull
the
that out
Lakers are
just to
playing.
discredit
Unless the
LeBron
Lakers are
James,
playing.
man.
I'm done.
Oh man,
Forgot about
Dog,
that.
that
yeah,
camera
that-
angle killed me.
Because it's
Dude.
true. We haven't seen that angle.
yeah, not one time.
Bro, that
Like,
ain't-
dude, I didn't even think
listen.
about it until I seen that.
I didn't even know they had a
Someone said
camera pointed there.
Dog, when I saw that angle, I thought it was AI generated. I thought it was fake. Like we're like
that.
what am I
Niggas had a
looking at?
satellite
It looked
imagery
weird.
from the
It looked
fucking
weird.
sky, dude. Like,
It looked
Bro,
too clean.
They got God watching. God angles.
literally, dude.
Oh,
He's
man.
Braun playing. He's like, oh, I'm tuning in. Like-
Yeah, I'm dead.
Well,
Oh,
and
man.
speaking of refs too, they literally brought a Scott Foster ass back to this
oh
game
yeah,
to
no, he
ref
came back from
Shea.
injury. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Chris Paul was sitting in the fucking crowd.
Chris Paul
And he
was
brought
there.
Scott
Chris
Foster
Paul
back.
Was there?
Yeah, he was at the
Yeah.
game,
Oh, the stars aligned, bro. The stars actually aligned.
and he got hurt literally on the tip off because Lou Dort won a
In 1
swing.
minute.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
that was crazy. Scott Foster and Chris Paul, the best duo.
dude,
should've been
CP3. If
touchdown.
I was CP3, I would have got a swing in too at that point. Like just run up on the
Facts.
court.
You would have got it.
I would have just like act like there was some fucking ice on the floor and just slip. Wow. Nigga knocked out. Oh, my fault.
I don't even want to talk about CP. I hope he retires soon.
Shut up, nigga.
Why?
He's still
No good
playing.
words for that man. Yeah, he's on the
Sorry, hating on my
Spurs.
goat. Nah, he just doesn't. He doesn't forgive him for the Harden days.
Harden, Warriors.
Man, y'all beat us every. I mean,
Complaining.
us.
Y'all were ass when he was
Back
on
when I
the
used to
team,
do-
though.
back
I
when I
don't
used to
even
was
Yeah,
like-
and guess who? Because of who?
Not because of him. The team was already ass.
He ain't help us.
Oh, he's old. What do you want him to do?
Yeah, I mean,
Pass the
6 foot Chris
ball.
Paul wasn't finna
Help
help
us win
us.
games.
Bro, what did you expect from Chris Paul at like age 39?
On
What did you
that
expect?
in that system too.
He had a couple
He
of
played
assists.
better this year. He played
Bubble.
fucking 82 games.
Yeah, he played great this year.
Great.
The system fits him better. Yeah, I mean, great for what his age and what he's doing and how small he is.
Yeah. If I talk more about Chris Paul, I might get his banned.
I got you,
Elaborate.
bro. I'm NBA WNBA history was made today.
Show
Oh,
me the
yeah, I
Angel
seen
Reese
that.
stat line. Yes.
Every
Yes!
time-
0 from
Oh my
0 for
God.
7
I'm a
from within
hater.
4 feet, bro. There's no way, bro.
Historically bad shooting. Look at that. Look at that
Oh my
title.
God.
And then the sheesh emoji.
All right, in an
I
attempt
feel like
to get
they're
us
hating on
canceled,
it too much,
how much do you think we're averaging in the WNBA right now?
We would.
From
Nah,
distance.
yeah.
I might
individually.
win MVP, bro.
No,
Holy
no.
shit.
AJ Wilson.
Nah,
is
somebody's
good.
like-
Asia Wilson's good, yeah. Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark,
Clark's obviously
yeah.
good too. Yeah.
but
You
I'm
gotta
making
realize
All Star
they're-
for
I
sure.
can
size, too.
low key strip it from Caitlin Clark. I can feel it. I can low key
No,
get
you
on
Nah,
that.
Gabe,
I could.
Gabe, man.
I
Let me
low
stop
key
you there.
could. It's not high key,
Yeah,
but I
stop you
low
there.
key could.
I can see
I
Gabe like a
low-key could.
Jalen Brunson in the league.
Gabe, let me stop.
That's what I'm
Certain
saying, bro. I got a big body.
certain
Isaac
skills.
knows. I got a big body. You know what
I
I'm saying?
feel like
I don't know,
I
man.
feel like
Certain
the
skills,
offense
but
would be
yes,
easier because it's like
5'6",
you give them one
5'6",
shoulder, like
190.
what the fuck are they gonna do? You know?
Yeah, but they're super
If you
skilled.
got a
is the
bag.
thing.
Yeah,
And
I'm
they're like the
5'8",
same
190.
size
What are they
as you.
gonna do?
Gabe won't be able to guard. Caitlin
We would be
Clark.
like power forwards,
would,
and
I
we'd be
would.
like, well,
She's
I
like
mean,
only
tall,
6
dude.
feet,
Tall.
barely. She's like 5'9",
Only?
realistically. She's like
Only.
oh my light
They're
died.
still taller than
Can't
you.
even guard me. I'm 5'6".
But like that's different though, because you're better.
what
than
is
her.
that
You
girl
know what
on the
I'm saying? Like,
links?
I'm not better than Caitlin Clark. No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
you
I'm not
are,
gonna
bro.
say that. Even with ego, I'm not gonna say.
The
I'm
fact
better
that you have
than
to
Caitlin
think
Clark,
about it. It's crazy.
Not even with ego, because better's still subjective too. Like,
the fact that you have to think about it.
because
Yeah,
better, it's like
it's
she's definitely a better shot maker. She probably has better handles. You know what I mean? Like,
She's better
obviously she's
at
not a better
everything in the
defender.
sport of basketball than you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like you can't just go off because you can't just go off with my size, and be like, oh, I'm a better hooper because I can just push her. You know what I mean? Like, she's a better hooper because she's more skilled. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. All WNBA is all based off
I'm
the
dogging
skill.
her.
yeah, that's why I'm like, nah, dude. She like, especially
And
like
we
if
have
you're on
more
defense
skill
and
than
you have to
them.
guard her,
No.
they're still shifty. She still shoots. She'll
We
still get to
are
her
better
spots.
than them.
It doesn't matter.
Us
Like,
5 are better than them 5.
You're
and
gonna get us
if you start
canceled,
fouling
Gabe,
them,
bro, relax.
yeah, and if you start fouling them, it's still a foul. Like, a foul's a foul. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
We can collapse on them. Trust me, we can do it.
I hope
No,
they
we
fucking post
can't.
you up.
I'm talking about wins, man.
Who's we?
Juju Watkins is
We're not in this group chat. We're not beating the Fever starting 5, dude. Like,
nah.
Dogging
I'm
them.
gonna let
We're
them
like
back
walking
me down
through
in
them.
the
Like,
paint.
No, I was thinking of like just insert me in for like one of their players. That's all.
yeah, that's what I was saying. But I'm talking about Gabe.
Yeah, if I'm like
Nah.
if I'm shooting threes, corner special, I can give you a good 7.
Bro,
to
even
10.
Angel Reese, like, what is she, like 6'5"? She's still taller than all of us. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tall
she's a good
as fuck, yeah.
rebounder too. Even though
Not
she
me.
misses
I'm
on
like
purpose,
6'6". I'm like
she's looking
6'7".
at them boards.
well, when you factor in my work, but
You factor in when I
Yeah.
stand on my
Factor in
money, I'm like 7'1".
yeah.
Yeah.
6, 7. All right, I have one more segment before we end. So
I don't know why I
we're
thought you were
talking
about to go into P. Diddy segment, bro.
Maybe,
In the recent
Hey,
files
maybe
of
a
the Diddy.
segment. No Diddy.
Oh, yeah, what was the next one again? There's another.
All right, so if these players win a championship, are they considered the best players in their franchise? Number one on my
this is
list.
just who's remaining.
No, these are just a list of players in the NBA
Ah,
currently.
okay.
So number 1, Tyrese Halliburton. If he wins a championship, is he the best
Easily,
basic player
yeah.
ever?
Easily.
Yeah.
I feel like before you continue with this list, just like anybody on a team that's never won a championship, and
Yeah,
if they're like the
automatic.
best player on the team, like if you win a ring for them, like the Kawhi situation, it's similar. 1 year there, but you won a ring
Best
for them,
Raptor
and you're
of
the
all
best
time.
player.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
that's a
greatest
problem with
Raptor.
franchise. Like DeMar DeRozan is not doing enough to keep his name as one of the greatest ever. Like,
Yeah.
no,
He
like,
ain't win.
there's levels to this.
The only one is like you can make an argument. Let's say someone goes to Portland and wins a ring, like that's like okay, Dame could still be better if
Yeah.
the guy only goes for 1 year, you know. But even then, it's like hard to make that argument.
The next guy on my list is might be tough because if SGA wins the championship, then you have to argue about 2017 Russ, KD, MVP year.
No, I'm not.
Is
Rolling.
SGA the best
you
player in this
can't.
franchise
I'm
if he
not rolling.
wins that
Yeah,
chip?
I'm not rolling. I don't care that much
Really?
about rings.
I think-
I do
I
care about
think
rings, but
I will say this for SGA, like if he wins a ring this year, all he would have to do is just like stay on the Thunder and like continue doing what he's
On
doing.
ten,
Like
yeah.
I don't, if he never wins another championship for them, I think as long as he still puts up the big numbers and gets some All-Star appearances, like he'll be the best player in the franchise history.
But I'm
think
talking
he
about
has-
like right now. If he wins
Yeah, he would.
tomorrow, is he the best
He would.
player?
No,
He
not
has
not
the best-
tomorrow.
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
think so.
you can't. But with Kevin, like if you have other MVPs and stuff, like although they won, you still gotta look into the context. Like I get that he's
That Russ
averaging
year was
30.
insane, though. That Russ year was
Yeah,
insane.
but like both Russ and KD, like he's not. I'm not gonna ever. He's
I don't
not
know,
better
man.
than those 2 seasons. Like
34 points per
what
game.
Russ was
number one in
doing,
the-
bro. Russ was 60 doing that. If that nigga Russ wasn't doing that, dude, like they're literally like worse than a lot of
Plus
teams.
the loyalty, the context with the KD leaving, the loyalty
Yeah.
aspect, like
Yeah,
him
that
carrying
that
his
matters
First year
a
KD
lot, too.
gone, that whole scan like it was all drama. Like
one of the better seasons.
It was a ring.
he
He's
carried
better,
that
bro.
team like single handedly almost.
That was also like in relation at the time. He was the first person to do that since Oscar. So when
Since
it
Oscar,
happened,
yeah.
everyone was
Yeah.
like looking at it like it was
Double.
different, you know.
Yeah.
Also,
It-
I'd say
it
I'm
is
on
different.
the opposite. I'd say think about it like this: this guy got traded to the team as like a draft asset, and then he became the MVP. He won them a chip. I think he does win better. You're not expecting him to be the
What?
best Thunder. You're not
No.
expecting him to win your team an MVP.
He was still a
You're not
lottery
expecting
pick
him
and
to
he was
be a
good.
Yeah, but he got traded. It was what I'm saying.
No,
Like
yeah,
he
nobody
came
thought
into
he was
the
gonna be
Thunder
MVP though.
while he's getting traded. Like what
He
he
got
did.
traded, but they
He's
knew
not
he was good.
expected
Like
to be. He's not expected.
obviously
to be
not
an
expected to be
MVP,
an
though.
MVP.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not
and a
giving him
champion,
5
and champion.
first
I don't
round
think
picks
no one was
and
expecting
yeah.
Russ to be MVP
Yeah.
either.
But he was a 4th pick. Good player.
Yeah, but still, like
I mean, Shea was a
traded-
lottery pick. It's not like he was like,
this
oh,
one. Yeah, that's what I'm
he
saying.
was
There's one
traded-
MVP a year.
SGA
Like,
was
he went to
part of, like, a
Kentucky, bro.
13
Like
13 item package though. That's the difference.
Yeah, he was traded with 5 first round picks. That's
like
insane.
he wasn't meant to be an he like.
I
if
mean,
he
no
did,
one
he wasn't
agreed with
meant
that
to be an
trade. Let's be
MVP.
real.
but everybody,
Okay, but he-
everyone knew when he got traded from the Clippers. Everybody knew that he was the best player in the trade. That was like consensus. It's not anybody was like
Gallinari
Gallinari's
wasn't
better.
bad either at the time.
But- And then 2, like when he was on the Clippers, he was already kind of emerging. Like it's not even like he just didn't. Kawhi didn't like playing with him for whatever reason. But
he never played with.
no,
Kawhi.
it was he didn't play with him. Huh? No, somebody Kawhi didn't want to play with him. Not that he didn't like playing with him, but Kawhi.
I don't think he
said
didn't
that
want to
was
play
like-
with him. I think
Kawhi
he just
didn't
wanted to
have
play
a
with Paul
PG.
George. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I think I forgot where I heard it, but he like not that he greenlit the trade, but it's just like you know what I mean. He was aware of the details, kind of like
Yeah, he wanted
and
PG.
he knew that they were giving him SGA for Paul George, you know. But I don't think that just because like it was kind of unexpected, a little more unexpected than maybe Westbrook at the time. Westbrook's season was still better. Like he still had a much better MVP season. I guess individual stat wise.
But a chip though, you win a
A
chip.
chip,
for the city?
34, number 1 in the West.
and it's
number,
long,
I think that
and
matters
it's like
more.
the 10-year too.
Yeah,
It's not like
I
they didn't
think
get to the
I'm going
finals.
SGA
You know what I
here,
mean?
I'm going
SGA wins
SGA
a
as
chip
well.
for a
even
city.
without-
you gotta give him the respect because he did something that Westbrook and KD couldn't accomplish. Plus, he got the MVP this year. Might be the best season for that city if you win the championship and
Yep.
he has the MVP season. Winning
If we're
68
going all the way
games,
back to the
too.
Sonics too, I'm going Jamal Crawford.
Damn.
All right, next name.
next name.
Jalen Brunson. If he wins a championship for the New York Knicks, he's the best
Oh,
player
I
in
saw
franchise
this
history.
today. I saw
Yeah.
this today. Someone was
Yeah, I'm
Did
going
you?
there.
as a Nick. I think so. As a Nick,
Is that Patrick
Nigga,
Ewing,
who next up? Patrick
Frazier.
Ewing? Yeah.
Paul Frazier, or Clyde the Glide?
I don't know enough about Walt Frazier to comment, but I think he'd be
Yeah.
better than Patrick Ewing
yeah.
You think so?
because
Yeah, I
Patrick
think so.
Ewing
Do
never
You
got over the
practice that
hump.
shot, Bez.
No, 100%. What about Melo?
No, he'd be
No, Melo
better. He's
literally
already-
did nothing. He won like
Yeah,
one
he might
playoff
already be
series.
better
already.
He's
than
a
Melo right
sample
now.
for New York.
He's like a cultural icon
Yeah.
of the Knicks, but not because
Would you
He
say
just
he's
went there
more
for
of
the
a-
vibes, bro.
Would you say his
Yeah.
like cultural aura is higher than Ewing's aura just in general?
Oh yeah. Cultural,
I don't
yeah.
100%.
It's hard
Nah,
to
Melo
say.
for
It's-
sure.
I mean,
No, Melo
Ewing
for
played
sure.
in the
Yeah,
70s.
that's
Like,
Melo for
social
sure.
Okay, but nobody, you
Not
don't.
for sure.
But like these days, people don't talk about Patrick Ewing. Like just in general, like culturally,
They weren't born to
cultural
watch him play.
relevance, like of the old players, he's rarely
did
brought
Ewing
up
do,
anymore.
Hus?
You know what I mean? like in
Because
terms
Hakeem
of
was
like
better.
cultural impact and impact on the game. Like he was great. Obviously, he was a good player. He's a Hall of Famer. But talking about
He's a
impact
better
of the game,
player
like
than
Melo
Melo.
is like culturally, like he's a cultural icon. You know what I mean? And he was from New York. He came to New York for that reason. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. I mean, he
Melo
came
has
to
more
New York
aura
obviously
than
to play,
Ewing.
but
Melo not even
definitely
like
has
Melo probably not
more.
even a top. Well, he's not a top 3 Nick for sure. I don't think even
Yeah, I think Jalen
No.
Brunson already.
because he was a good player that went to the Knicks. It's not like he played. He didn't like really do anything when he was there.
Yeah, it's all off of just aura and just like cultural.
Also,
relevance.
Jalen Brunson taking pick on the next. Come on, man. That's W man's.
Oh, I
That's
forgot about
W
that.
man's.
He did take a pay
That's
cut.
like
We all
actual
we had an argument about
like
that.
W
Yeah.
like W first man.
Yeah,
That's facts.
Number one guy.
Top 10.
yeah. If he wins a chip,
Yeah,
he's the
Melo's
best thing
top
ever.
tier.
'Cause doing something for New York that's never been done too, like the city will be turned up.
Too bad
Yeah.
Shea Gilgeous is on the West and they have the Thunder. But GG's, good luck.
Oh, this is a good one. Anthony Edwards with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So is he going to be better than KG with the chip?
No.
If he won, yeah, I'd
Well,
say
right now he brought them team to the back-to-back Western Conference Finals. Never
Bro,
done before.
KG
That's already a
did he
little
win
bit of aura.
MVP?
Yeah, KG won
I think
MVP.
he won
No,
MVP
hell
and
no.
Deep
Man,
White.
Wolves Kevin Love was better.
Kevin Love.
I won't
it?
say all that
I don't
because
think
I
they
don't
went
even
that
think they
deep,
made the
though, bro.
playoffs.
Let me know.
Maybe
Let me know.
one.
Hank, it's a 30-30.
It's weird.
Is he better than
He has
Cat
to
all
do-
time as a Timberwolf? Well, actually, if he wins the finals, obviously.
Bro,
But
if he
Yeah,
wins, he's gonna
yeah,
win
yeah,
without-
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I'm
taking
I
Jimmy.
was just thinking like now, like even as
Yeah.
of now,
I
I don't
think-
think he's better, right? Like
If
as
he
of
wins,
now.
if he wins the chip, he needs like more sauce with it. You know what I mean? Like not just the chip. He needs like more like MVP, like
MVP.
hardware.
Dude, even I don't. Yeah, he
Like
needs
hardware.
He needs way more than just one chip to
The
pass
just
KG.
like if he won this year,
But I don't know. Are
no.
you taking just KG's Timberwolves tenure, or are you taking his entire career?
No, just Timberwolves.
No, just
no,
his
but
tenure,
even
'cause he had an
just
MVP
as a
and Deep White.
Timberwolf, like I'm pretty sure when he came into the league, they were an expansion team. So he literally brought them out of irrelevance into
Yeah.
like being actually a conference finals team. He was a franchise player for the longest.
True.
So
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I still go KG. You got to get some hardware All NBAs too for the team.
Yeah.
I'm
Another
not sure
good
how
one
many
with,
years he played there. I think it was like 13. But
This is
KG?
He was
Yeah.
drafted what 95, right?
yeah, like 95, 96.
Yeah, like a
Yes.
year.
And he when
yeah.
he got
I think
yeah,
the
he was
year
there
before
for a
Kobe.
minute. He was there
He
for
got
a
drafted
minute.
in 96.
You're gonna
same
love
year
this
as Kobe.
one.
He played 14. Well, one of them doesn't count. It was like his last year. He came back there to be a vet, but he played 13 real seasons in Minnesota.
They got that spot on.
Yeah. He's him. He's that one. You're gonna like this one, Bess. Joel Embiid gets past the second round, wins the championship. Is he the greatest 76er ever?
Fuck no. I'm still taking.
No, hell no. Give me
Bro,
Moses
give me
Malone.
Iguodala. Give me Iguodala.
Give me Julius
Thank
Irving.
you, Andre.
Give me AI, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking AI, man.
Just
Prime.
because you don't like him, bro. An
Fuck
MVP,
yeah,
average
yeah.
almost 40, wins a chip for Philly.
Okay.
Next
No,
question.
well, Allen Iverson did for
Next
the culture is way
Oh,
more
shit, I
valuable
forgot
than
AI.
Embiid's flopping. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually might
Bro,
be right.
give me
Yeah,
three.
change the game.
Give me all NBA Ben
bro,
Simmons.
give me
over
Will
winner.
too. I forgot about Will Chamberlain, bro. He's better than
Oh, yeah, he's
Embiid.
on the Sixers.
Holy
Bro,
shit.
no tape, no tape on Wilt.
It never happened. All of his stats.
Moses
are fake.
Malone is number one though.
Yeah, I don't
he
believe
I think he
100
won like
game,
3
bro.
MVPs for the Sixers or something.
What if Embiid won 2
To what?
Chips?
Rings or MVPs?
Yeah. rings?
No, oh rings.
His
Oh,
MVP
shit,
is
okay.
already fake
maybe,
anyway,
yeah,
so it doesn't
changes.
matter.
Okay, 2 rings. Okay, I might give it to him with 2 is crazy, especially at this age. Like after fucking blowing your knee up, you win 2
In
rings.
this NBA,
All right, bro.
in this NBA too.
Yeah. That too. So yeah, I think winning a ring like in modern NBA is like worth back-to-back championships like 20
These
years
days,
ago.
yeah. There hasn't been a single one since
Warriors.
Since
The
Years.
Warriors,
Golden
yeah,
State, yeah.
the Warriors. Yeah, I'm tripping.
and they were like the greatest team of all time too. Like
Yeah.
Listen, when was
type
the
of
last
team you gotta
three-peat?
put
Listen,
together.
when was the last three-peat? Can you say it to me?
Lakers.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
The Lakers. We would have had
I
one.
don't think honestly, unless we expand 10 teams at once, I don't think we'll see like a 3-peat.
I don't know. If the Thunder play it like super correctly, they can do it.
Isaac.
They
I don't
like
think-
trade their
nah,
picks.
'cause I
They have
still
the
don't think they're
assets. They have the assets to have a chance. Is my point.
Oh, I get you. I still don't think they're that unbeatable though. As far as
Celtics
Dude, you look
should've
at the
had a
Celtics,
back-to-back.
bro. We thought they were gonna be like in the
Yeah.
running for, and it's like now they're not gonna
They
be back
should.
there next year either.
I'm saying like, oh, okay, so you can trade their picks. They get like Kevin Durant, Giannis. Like this is a hypothetical world, obviously.
But let's say they
Who's
win the
that?
championship this year. Do you even want to
Why
do
don't
that?
they
Like you
shit
fuck it
that?
up?
Why don't they do shit like that?
Because you have the best team, best record right now.
Go
If
get
they win the
Giannis,
ring.
bro. What are you
No, it's
doing?
simply because they haven't needed to. It's simply because they haven't
Yeah.
needed to. The last 2 years, they've had the best record. Like,
Give
If
me
they lost
Giannis,
to Denver
Luka,
in Game
SGA.
7, if they lost to Denver in Game 7, they would have made a trade for one of the big dogs.
yeah, for
in my
sure.
opinion.
Like, they got first or second round.
Kevin Durant.
Second rounded again.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll trade for
Yeah,
Kevin.
you're right with the AI point. AI just too much culture, changed the game. It doesn't even matter if Embiid wins. the
Dude,
chip.
AI is
And he
changing
got
the
to the
culture to this
finals.
day, bro.
Listen,
Yeah.
Embiid's a loser.
I know you see the
Embiid's a
fucking
loser.
videos.
Yeah, schedule a release video for the Bills. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Devin Booker with the Suns. Does he surpass Steve Nash? He wins the championship for
and
Phoenix.
or Charles Barkley.
And Barkley. Yeah.
Yes. I'll say yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Actually, I don't
'cause
know. I'm going to say no. Yeah, he has MVP.
Steve Nash
Nash got
is
2
crazy.
MVPs.
Yeah.
That's
Steve Nash has
crazy.
aura. Steve Nash has hella aura.
I think
Well,
Devin will probably say that he does if he wins a chip for.
I think
Because I don't know,
he
people
put a chat.
value championships more than MVPs, I guess, for the city, and especially him being there his whole career and going through
That
the
is
dark
true.
days with them. Context matters in terms of them winning it and then losing it in the finals to the Bucks, going back and then winning another one potentially.
Well, I'll say this: if he
Yeah,
wins
why
it tomorrow, he's not like the best. But if he just wins it tomorrow and then just continues to play for the Suns,
He'd
like
be the
just
best.
put up numbers, he would be. I think it's longevity matters too, because if you're somebody who's like with a franchise basically your whole career, like Steve Nash played fucking 2 years for the Mavericks. I don't know, they hated his. I don't really know what happened with that, to be honest. But he played 2 years for the Mavs and came, pretty much spent his whole career with the Suns. I think that matters, especially in today's NBA where like people are moving teams so much. Like we talk about is KD, KD been so many teams. Like which team would retire his jersey? Maybe one,
Yeah.
Thunder
Yeah,
for
that's,
sure.
that's what makes it difficult. Like if you just
Thunder
I
and
guess,
Warriors for
retire
sure.
tomorrow while winning a chip, are you the best player in that franchise? And that makes
The only one that happened before is Kawhi.
Yeah.
what about best player?
It's
Yeah,
just like instantly, yeah, like the instant.
fake Toronto.
But it's also a combination of the fact that like before Kawhi was like Vince Carter, who wasn't even like an MVP or nothing like that.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like different level.
That
It
is
was
true.
just
Yeah,
good.
it's the competition. Well, I
It
mean,
was
there's because skill wise, I'm taking. Well, I guess you got to go with Grady,
Yeah.
but
He was a little baby when he was on the Raptors.
but
Yeah.
even then,
Like his shit
it's
was
just
really
trying
with
to feel
Orlando
like-
and Houston.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, I got 2 more.
All right,
John
I'm
Morant
getting
with
tired.
the Memphis Grizzlies. Who wins a chip? He's the best player in franchise history.
I'm gonna say yes for him.
I'm taking Tony Allen. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm going.
Zach Randolph.
Is it Marcus
Zach
Gasol or
Randolph.
Mike Conley right now? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
give me
Mike
that
Conley.
shit.
Yeah, the hell.
Zach
yeah,
Randolph.
yeah.
That's another one of those like Kawhi.
Zero.
If 1 year there is enough to get you best player in Memphis history if you win it.
Facts. KD's going to Memphis real fast. Just win the chip. Best player in Memphis
He
history.
really would. You got to get a chip and then get his jersey retired. Be the
Dude,
best player in
he'd
the city
actually be
history.
like even 1 year with them. Like,
Oh,
know.
Rudy Gay. That's a good one.
Rudy Gay is good.
no, fucking Rudy Gay. I like
That's
Rudy
a-
Gay, but he ain't.
That's a,
That's a-
deep
that's a
that's a good
culture
back
one.
pull,
That's a
Isaac.
good
That's a
one.
good back pull. I like that.
Why is Isaac just in the chat? Nah.
Oh, he's
Camera off.
back here, bro. He came back. He left, but he came back.
Oh,
Oh,
there it is. Rudy
Rick
Gay
up,
is a
guys.
good like 2K pool.
Rudy Gay, yeah, there's a lot of reasons, but it's all good. I won't get into them.
I mean, at the end of the day, none of them won, and Ja averages the best stats
Yeah, on the
in history.
I think Rudy Gay played like 4 years for the Grizzlies too. Like, that shit.
Still aura. Still aura.
No, he was there for a minute. It was longer than 4 years.
Dude, I remember
Yeah,
him on the fucking Raptors, the Kings. Like I
Yeah.
remember playing him for like
Yeah,
18.
I'm gonna
games.
say 6 years. Rudy Gay was on the Grizzlies. I'm gonna guess.
The Jazz. He was on
I'll
the
say
Jazz. I'm pretty
7.
sure.
Yeah, Jazz.
6,
That's where he ended his
7.
career.
Yeah.
I feel like he was on the Cavs too and some shit. Like I don't know.
Holy
Maybe
shit.
I'm just seeing things, but
He's a Jeff Green type of guy. Been everywhere.
1,
He really
2,
was.
3,
He was
4,
like that
5,
back.
6, 7. Isaac on the money. Yo, let's go. 7 years with the Memphis Grizzlies. That's crazy.
Let's get him out.
he was a 2K demon though.
He was the
He
2K.
was.
That's how I know.
Give me his
Wow.
base. Or is his release his base? What is it?
His base.
Yeah, it was his base.
What was that?
All right, last
2K17 or something? 18?
In
Yeah, that was
17, he was
like
a no
16.
13. 2K13
No, I'm saying
was
when
a fucking
that was the
demon.
base, like when you win
Oh,
in
oh
for
yeah,
playable. I'm
16.
pretty sure that was like 16 or 17. No, I think it was 17, 18. One of those.
It might have been
I didn't play
16.
16. I hated 16.
I love people say 16 is the best 2K ever.
I don't know what
I
it was
heard that
about it. I
too.
remember I got it in the beginning. I played it and I was like, nah, that's just ass. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
played
that's
like
the most
I played
powerful.
14, 15. I didn't play 16. Then I played 17, 18, 19, 20,
18 was the
and
worst.
21. Yeah, that shit was kind of booty. 17 was pretty
2K13
good.
was the best ever.
2K11 was my favorite.
Isn't that pre-Park? When did Park come out?
Nah, Park was out. It was just starting, I think, on 2K13.
14.
Or
2K14
12.
No,
next
it's
year.
14. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure 14 was
next
on.
year.
Nah, Park was out on 13.
13 was not on 13. No,
No,
that was
it
the
wasn't
Jay
on-
Z one.
Bro, search that shit up. Yes, the fuck.
That was the Jay Z one. No, that was literally.
Yeah, it was a Jay-Z. 2K14 was in the first next gen 2K. That was when the Park came out.
Oh, like where you could meet up with people.
Yeah,
No,
online.
Oh, I thought you
Xbox
meant
One.
like Blacktop.
No,
Sunset
Oh,
Balls,
no,
Blacktop
baby.
in there.
Oh,
Blacktop in
okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there, not 13.
All right, last one, right?
Our last one. You always know. You know we got to end the podcast off with this guy, Jalen Green
No.
and the Rockets.
No.
No.
Hey, that guy, I don't like that.
No,
guy.
no, hell no.
Best
Definitely
love.
not. It's not even close. Why would you even say
No,
that?
what the
That's
fuck?
what it
I
is.
can name like 3
Listen, you're
Rockets.
talking about-
like,
That guy sucks.
Listen, you're talking about the
Hakeem.
best player to never win a ring right now. You know,
Yao
that, right?
Ming is better than him.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Tracy-
This is a better question. What if
Tracy McGrady?
Jalen Green three-peated for the Rockets? As the best
Nigga,
player?
obvious. All right, my fault. Yeah, my fault.
I don't even. I'm not gonna lie. I still
Yeah,
think
like-
no. I'm not gonna lie. Hakeem's still better.
Yes,
If he,
yes,
I don't even care.
Yeah.
He would have to be by far the best player on the
Three-peat in the
three-peat.
NBA.
Like
A
if he's
three-peat
not,
in
if he's
this
not the
NBA,
Finals
he wins.
MVP all 3 years,
That's like
Hakeem's
9
still
rings.
better.
Yeah.
A three-peat is like 9 rings in today's NBA, bro.
Is fucking
Hakeem has
crazy.
MVP. Hakeem has an MVP too. I think he has 2.
Dude, he has a
He's
quadruple
not
double
a
with
three-peat.
blocks, bro. Jalen Green ain't never doing that.
He's
He
gonna
chips
get a
too.
quadruple 100 with like 100,000 points, bro.
Yeah, you can. Some people say Hakeem's the best player offensively and defensively ever.
Like,
Dream
I can
player.
see it, bro. He's super underrated. Like he probably cracks my
He's
top
really
10
underrated.
all time, bro. All time.
Yeah, some people.
He's
say
definitely
I'm
in 15, like 15 range for
top
sure.
15,
So
yeah. You know what I think about some there's a lot of people that are in that top 15 range that aren't top.
There's
15.
like 30 top. There's like 22 top 15.
I feel like
players.
Wilt is like the perfect. Like I don't know if he's there, but he's so like dominant in his era that like you got to respect him. You know.
That's
Yeah.
Bill Russell for me. I don't even count him. Rest
Ah,
in
of course
peace.
that.
I hate
Yeah,
Bill
him too,
Russell.
bro.
That
Him
shit's
too.
bullshit.
I torch both.
I don't
I'm
even
talking
count him
about,
at all. I just don't even say his name.
Blake Griffin would stuff his nuts in his fucking mouth right now.
Hey, look, we're not gonna disrespect the
RIP
deceased.
Right
Bill Russell.
fucking now.
I'm not gonna disrespect the goat Bill.
That
Bro.
nigga's not even alive anymore, so that's kind of
Isaac,
crazy.
I'm not even gonna say it, but
shit,
I'm
my
thinking.
bad, my bad.
He literally
Yeah,
also just he changed like the game, the culture, and the way that the game's perceived. So you got to respect him.
Respectfully, he's not
Yeah.
top 15. Yeah.
Respect.
I'm talking about guys like KD, Jokic,
up
Giannis.
there.
Everybody puts them like, oh, these guys are top
All
15.
time, yeah.
There's not
KD
much.
got it.
In reality, they're higher than a
There's
lot
like
of these
24
people,
top
like, you know
15s.
what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Hakeem's
Kevin
better
Garnett.
than KD.
Dirk.
Hakeem Olajuwon, I think he's better than KD.
Accolades.
Yeah.
Greater.
everything,
Well, I'll just say
career,
that.
yeah.
KD's a better player, but
Yeah, greatest.
Yeah, accolades and career.
Uh,
brother.
Who else in modern day? Top 15 ish.
I was saying Wilt Chamberlain. maybe?
Harden's
Curry,
close, but he's
Steph
not in
Curry.
there.
Steph.
Harden's
What
like
happened
20.
to top 10?
Steph, yeah, Steph.
Kawhi, depending on
I
what
think
you
Steph-
want to
I
rate.
think Steph is a lock top 10. I don't even
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he's
Steph
yeah.
is locked
NBA.
top 10.
Yeah.
I was saying
Yeah.
Kawhi is like
I'ma
in
look
that
it up.
range.
No, Kawhi's not top 15 ever. He doesn't
Nah,
play.
No,
No.
but like people put him in there.
No, nobody does. Nobody with a brain. Does.
Kawhi.
They put him
They
in like
can't.
the
Yeah,
20
you
range.
can't.
They put him in the 20
Because
range.
if he doing by career, like, you know what I mean, entire career and career totals, like, he's not. He just doesn't match up to a lot of people. 'cause
If he
of-
could have been healthy
how
for
little he's
like
played.
longer, probably would have been up there.
yeah. If he was just consistently healthy,
Garnett's a good one.
Exactly.
yeah,
KG's
What about
top-
Giannis?
Giannis is top 15.
he is.
He's definitely in that range.
Reality, he's top 15.
Yeah. he probably is in that. range.
Jokic is already top 15 for sure.
Yeah.
So many
It's
top
not-
Oh
15
shit! I didn't
players.
think about
that-
Jokic.
Yeah.
Someone got to
That's what I'm
drop.
saying. Like, no,
Jokic has
niggas,
to
like,
be
we
up
have to
there.
start being, we have to, honestly, in the new era, in this era of new media, like, we're going to be the biggest podcast for the next 10 years. So
Facts.
we got to start changing the narrative that, like, old niggas just have to stay in the top. You know what I mean? Like, these
Jokic
old
or
dudes.
Shaq?
Like, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, people,
Get the way.
a lot of
Gotta give
people, the
respect to OGs.
nostalgia merchants, it's like, if they have this top 10, or like the way they did the top 75 and stuff, they don't move people, they just add the 25. I mean, they move people around a little bit, but they don't remove anyone. They just add the. I'm like, nah, like, some of these niggas are not as good as, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just the way it is. But
Jokic.
they
or
don't.
Shaq?
They're not gonna ever see it that way because the NBA is like, in terms of sports league, the highest nostalgia merchants. You know what I mean? In terms of like the media,
You gotta give respect to OGs, in my opinion. That's why I
you
still have
do,
Will Rush in
but
my top 10.
like Jokic is better than a lot of the centers.
I feel like
You
some
know
of
what- you
those
know what I
OGs
mean? It's
though,
just like-
some of the OGs like they're only in there strictly off the respect. Like their
Yeah, that's what
actual
I'm saying.
careers aren't justifying like guys like Bill Russell. They got careers and the respect to like, okay, I can see you through if you put them in your top 10, whatever. But there's guys like I'm trying to think of someone. Anybody who basically played on those Lakers, like Michael Cooper. I don't know if he made the top 75. Respectfully, he not top 75
That's
player,
what I'm
even
saying,
though
like,
like he
like
might.
half the Celtics niggas in the 60s like don't deserve to be there.
What
You know
about
what I
James
mean? Like,
Worthy?
they literally are there because they're old, not because they're old,
Worthy,
but they're
yeah.
like the legacy teams that have like a million chips. You know what I mean? But like in reality, they wasn't. Sam Jones is actually pretty good, but like in reality, like they weren't just torching it. You know what I mean? Or just
But you got
obviously you can't compare errors.
Yeah.
The reason you can't compare errors, though, like that's what I hate when they say, "Oh, you can't compare errors." You can't compare it because the new era is just it's an evolved game. You know what I mean? Like
It is, but it's a different game too, though.
Bro, like Dave DeBuscher, bro. Respect to bro. I'm sure he was a GOAT in his time. This dude averaged 16 points in his career, bro. Can we be real? Like he was an 8-time
that's what
All-Star,
I'm saying.
solid.
Like we need to start in
But
the new era. We need to start taking niggas like when they do the top 100
game season here in this era.
Now, when they do the
You
top
never know.
100, bro, they got to add like 50 new players
Nah, that's
and start removing it. Nah,
Bro,
50 is a lot. 50 is a lot, like, but they shouldn't only be like, oh, we're just gonna add 25. And
Here's
keep
a
the same
perfect example
75 that we had
Here-
before.
I got a perfect example. I'm pretty sure you guys don't even know who the fuck this is. Okay, this guy played for one of the Bill Russell teams. He's a top 75 player, Hall of Famer. His dude's name is Bill Sharman. Bill Sharman.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, he was an 8-time All-Star. He averaged 17 points a game. Okay. 4-time NBA champ off the strength of Bill Russell when there's 12 teams in the league. Like, he played 10 years in the NBA. He played 10 years, averaged 17 points. Respectfully, he is not a top 75 player. I don't even know. I didn't even know who this dude is until I looked this list up right now.
That's a good
Those
point.
17 points could have translate to like 27 in today's NBA. You never know because of how paces and how different it is, 3-pointers and stuff. That's my whole point.
But I'm
with,
just
like,
saying,
they
like,
built the foundation. You should give respect to certain players that played well in their era.
No, certain players for sure.
the
But
best,
I'm
yeah,
just-
the best people, yeah, but like I said, they're giving. It's like they put because early on, like obviously, there's not as many to choose from. There's not as many accolades. Just over time, there's more accolades. You know what I mean to go around.
Yeah.
So it's like
So,
if they
your
make
point-
this list early on, they're going off of like you know what I mean, less accolades.
But to
So
your
then-
like the top 100 point, you could have like during the top 75, you could have argued that Luka was already better than Damian Lillard career wise. They're not going to say that.
Yeah, but it's still career like
What he's
for the
accomplished.
most part.
I'm just saying for the top 75 though, currently like. you
No,
gotta
as
give
a
respect to
player,
his
yeah,
career
but it's still we're still factoring in careers. You know what I mean? But it's just like
Yeah.
the context in the 60s levels of careers. You know, even the 70s. I like. It's not that it's not respectable to me because that's disrespectful to say, but it's just
Yeah,
like modern hoops before the 80s. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? In terms of like stats, like rings, like legacy besides Jordan. That's kidding off. But in terms of like stats and all that stuff, like I really put way more credence 80s on than I do before that. You know what I mean? Some of the maybe late 70s, but 80s on is really when it starts to like people are hooping. You know what I mean? Like
talented eras.
yeah, like people are talented. Like
Oh, you know another guy that I was thinking about top 15 list? Carmelo is top 15.
yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
don't want
we
to say
can't
his
mention
name,
that
but
nigga.
he
Yeah, we
definitely
can't mention that
belongs
dude.
up there.
he belongs in like somewhere else.
The toucher.
He
You're gonna
belongs
have
a
to
lot
look-
lower than that.
Another
He belongs a lot
borderline is
lower
like
than that. What did say that? He should be a lot lower than that.
I was gonna say another borderline is like David Robinson. I feel like he doesn't get
Oh,
respect.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he gets a
I
lot of
know.
he gets overlooked a lot.
Damn.
He kind of
good
just
players,
came out
bro.
before
Timmy
Tim.
doesn't get a lot of credit either.
Nah, Timmy does. He's just not like
He does, but he doesn't. Like
Not flashy.
real hoopers know. Like
yeah, like you
people
have
who
to
have
be
Kobe-
real
people
fundamental.
people who have Kobe top 10
Like,
and don't
I
even
got him.
mention Tim Duncan is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Where y'all think Dwayne Wade is?
top 15. I
Uh,
don't
Nah,
know.
Dwayne
Actually, I
Wade's
think
not
James
top
Harden is
15.
a better player than him.
but see, he should
Oh,
be
this is greater
somewhere
though. Greater,
good though. He should be like top 20.
Top 20. Top
He
20.
He's
should
probably
be.
top 20, top 25.
But I could probably name
Wait,
20
all
people
time
I'd
though?
take
It's just
over.
like when you start to talk all time though, like that's a lot of people.
He has one MVP, huh?
Yeah, just one.
One MVP. two
Finals
chips?
MVP, no?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
that's
one
one,
finals
two,
MVP.
in 06. But
Four
the MVP
rings
was
total.
08 or something?
No, I think
Or no,
it was
3 rings
Yeah, they
total.
beat the Mavs in 08 or 06.
But the MVP, like
06,
MVP was his MVP season. When was that?
What about Dirk, yo? What about Dirk? Dirk gotta
That was
be
08, right?
Man, one MVP, one chip. top 20.
But that chip is like one of the
Yeah, it
best
was a
of all
crazy
time.
chip.
That
That
is
Dallas
one of the best
Mavericks
ones
team kind of reminds me of the OKC team. Everybody plays their role really well. You have a superstar and all-star talent too. But,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he'd be
fair.
top 20.
What happened to
Or-
Gabe?
I don't know.
He back?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
He left, but so I don't want to
Thank you.
Yeah.
have his face here blank.
Yeah, well, that's all I had to talk about. Unless anyone else had something.
Nah, I'm
Gabe,
cool.
I don't know if you listen to anything. You have any thoughts on that? If you did hear, but anything we said?
Who was the last person?
I think
We
Steve
said
Blake is
Dirk.
top tier.
Steve Blake.
Steve Blake. All right,
No,
that's
I
good
saw,
football.
I saw
to know.
edit on my boy today, so I had to shout him out. Shout out Steve Blake, you're a real one.
Jordan Formar too.
Oh, don't even get me started. Give me
Blake
Shannon
is
Brown,
like-
Jordan
Don't get me
Farmar.
started on Andrew Gowdlock, bro. I could
Jody
go
Meeks.
down with the fucking.
Bro, give me
Jody
Bynum.
Meeks.
Bynum was a
Jody
demon
Meeks,
back in the
come
day.
on.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Robert Sacre.
I'm not. I didn't want to talk about that nigga.
Give me Jordan.
Nah, he
Hill.
actually has some of the
Jordan
funniest.
Hill.
Like honestly, he provided some of the funniest lines of all time. So that's why I appreciate
Hassan. I don't know if you
He
know
actually
this
has some
man,
of the funniest
Tariq
old
Black.
lights.
Hassan, do you know Tariq
Tariq
Black?
it.
Black.
Tariq Black. Yeah, of course we know Tariq Black.
Yeah.
Bro, give me Luol Deng on that terrible contract.
Give me
Mozgov,
Mozgov
too.
on the Lakers. Give me
Yeah.
Timofey Mozgov.
Timothy.
We've
Give me
had such
Roy Hibb-
insane
Lakers
players over
Roy
the years,
Hibbert.
man.
Ooh.
Lakers.
Give me
Blue.
Lakers Brandon Bass. Is that what his name was?
Yeah.
Brandon
Give me first stint Wayne Ellington.
Give me game one
Nah,
Julius
dude.
Randle before he got hurt.
What? That was wait. How long was he into the game? Like
Like 12
I think it was
minutes.
like-
I don't know.
yeah, I was about to say
Very
like
short.
yeah, I
Give me
was saying
12
could have been
minutes
that
of
long.
Ricky
It's crazy.
Randall.
Give
Give
me
me
Josh
Chris
Hart on the
Kaman.
Lakers. Nah, it's too early.
Chris Kaman was a special case.
I'll be like I'm Lou. Like
Y'all
I'm
remember we had
Lou.
Kent Bazemore, bro?
We had Carlos
of
Boozer.
course.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Kent Bazemore, Warrior
We
legend.
really had some insane lineups, man.
I was kind of hyped that we got Kent Bazemore.
Jordan Hill.
I couldn't watch it in that era. I was too young too. I was like, fuck no. That shit was not exciting. I wasn't enough of a hoop
Ryan
fan
Kelly. Bez, remember
yet
Ryan Kelly?
to
that
watch
hyped
the
that
Lakers.
stuff?
Like
Dope.
I watched the Lakers when we had Kobe, and then when Kobe started declining, and
You
then we had
skipped
the
dark
worst players
days?
on the fucking year.
You skipped the
Nah,
dark
yeah, I
days.
did. Nah, I'm not even gonna lie.
I was
I'm not
there.
saying a lie. Yeah, I was
It was a
watching
clip
because
show.
I like one. Jamal Crawford is like my favorite, my player in general besides LeBron.
You will.
So I was watching for that, and I like Chris Paul, and I just started liking them. You know what I mean? Because Blake, I like Lob
Yeah,
City,
Lob
and it was
City.
fun to watch. Like I was a child, I was 11, so it's
It was
like
entertaining.
Bandwagon, you hopped off.
hell yeah.
Especially to the Clippers.
After that nigga
and
got
other
hurt,
teams.
I was like, nah, hell no.
Especially to the
2013, that nigga
Clippers.
got hurt. I was like, I'm cool.
LA our way, right, Omari?
Facts. I'm just kidding, nah.
Always
But now,
doing late
yeah, I
show.
can't. After they got my goat, I was like, okay, now I'm back. Not sure. I was back before that. I'm not gonna lie. I could like Lonzo.
Oh, you landed in Lakers before LeBron, right? Before you
Yeah, with Lonzo.
D'Lo.
I was following the stuff with Lonzo in that season
Bro,
before.
do you
that.
guys? I saw a crazy weird thing today. Lonzo's like the fourth most followed NBA player, like right now. It's crazy, or like third.
Yeah,
Oh.
you got-
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
bother.
it's like LeBron, Curry.
You know how
and then I
famous
think
he
it's
was when we were
Lonzo.
in
Yeah, no.
he was a household
Melo has
name as
2
a high
million
schooler.
IG
Like,
followers
Yeah.
too. Like he has more than Dame
followers.
Lillard.
No,
remember?
that's the stat I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's like top four.
Yeah. That big
So,
baller brand was no joke, bro. Chino
yeah,
Hills.
miss-
nah, they
I
really
miss
had,
the
like,
big
they
baller
had
brand
media
era.
I'm sure
chokehold.
LaMelo's on that list too.
You guys know
Yeah,
I met
yeah,
LeVar
he's
Ball
top
in a Vegas bathroom when he was taking a shit. I met him.
Oh, that's fire.
I was like, LeVar,
Ricky
He's
shook
like,
Lamelo's
"Hey."
hand.
Yeah, really. Ricky shook his hand. I'm never watching.
It
He
was
shook his
only
hand. Yeah,
LeVar,
he took
but-
a video. He said, "I'm never washing his hand." Like
he
a real
sounds,
dick
he
writer.
sounds so like the same way in person. It's crazy.
LaMelo,
Who's
yeah.
I
that?
didn't think of it.
Zora Melo.
Oh,
I don't
talk
know. He's
about
just like
LeVar?
he's just so like positive or like he just sounds like that. Like you know,
LeVar?
he was on LeVar.
While he
Oh,
was
I
taking
remember
pictures.
seeing
Just
the
like that.
the most followed list. Markel Fultz is on here too, bro.
Oh,
Really?
Jesus Christ.
He's
was
the
him.
number
He was him.
17th
He was
most
him.
followed over Bronny James, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid.
Bonnie?
Bro, he's 18.
LeBron James'
18
son, bro.
as a rookie is crazy.
He has more
LeBron James'
followers than
son.
Jason Tatum.
He's only had an Instagram for like since he was 16. So
Well,
3
Jason
years or
Tatum's
so.
LeBron James' son.
Dennis Schroeder has more followers than Devin Booker.
Bonnie?
Damn,
What's up,
that's
Bonnie
not
Isaac?
crazy. Well, that's the Lakers effect though too,
Yeah, he's international. He's German.
and it's the
That's
Lakers
one
effect
back.
too.
Ben Simmons got more than AD.
Oh God,
That's crazy.
that's fair though, because he was.
He has a cult following. Ben Simmons has a
Yeah.
cult following. That's why.
Yeah.
And him.
So who's number two? Because Braun is obviously one.
Steph, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Makes
Then
sense.
it's Russ, Kyrie, Lonzo,
Russ,
Clay.
that's a good one.
Giannis, KD, James Harden, Chris Paul.
Ugh.
CP3. Hey, he's some of these guys. You
Yeah.
just got to stay in the league for long enough, and you'll get recognized.
Yeah, well, I mean, CP's also an A-list household name too. So
Yeah.
A-list.
yeah, he's an
Go
A-list
to-
celebrity.
All right.
Most people know who Chris Paul is.
Go to your Uber app, message the Uber driver, and ask them if they know who Chris Paul is.
Nigga,
Bet you
dude.
they don't know.
Okay, but that's also that could go for other
Bet
A-list.
you
people
they know
too,
who
like-
Luca is. They probably delivered to him before.
Gives him 5 stars every time.
He's like, no, I know. Yeah, I know him. Of course, I know him.
I bet you they know
Oh.
Alonzo more than they know CP.
Oh, this nigga, Isaac's back.
We about to end this
I'm
shit,
about to
bro.
end
I'm not
anyways.
about
Yeah,
to.
we are about to end this shit.
All right. Well,
No, you gotta bring him in for the ending though. Still
Yeah.
here.
all right. Well,
Yo, all right.
that's gonna do it for the Bottom Line podcast. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a sub. Let us know your thoughts on the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals in the comment section below. We want to hear who you think is gonna win it all. But that's gonna be it from us, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
We actually didn't even talk. I saw that we had.